Did you have doubles?
I hate you, Josh.
No.
All right, good.
I didn't.
You're still coming in good, actually, when you whisper.
Yeah.
Like, it's easily hearable the
Still,
entire time.
don't actually whisper, though.
No, don't.
Don't whisper. So.
Like, you can still hear his voice. He just sounds like he's trying too hard the entire time.
That's what she said. There's no.
Nobody got that except for Logan.
I heard it. So.
Scrats. Do you like tapes and CDs?
No, do it.
How about you tape these nuts chairs? This fucker ruined it.
That's the intro.
That's the
I
intro.
don't care. I'll throw it.
That's
in
the
there.
intro.
That's good. No.
Yes. That is it.
All right.
Just stick to your forehead so you can see these nuts.
Oh, Jesus.
You can't
Christ.
just retroactively do it. You still ruined it.
Yeah,
I still did
you
it.
are a failure at life.
You still ruined it.
Third time's the charm, I guess.
What's up, guys? It is the Friendly Fire Podcast number 50. Yeah.
And this is special because this is...
It's a podcast.
It's a podcast. Okay, yeah, get out of your system.
So yeah, this is officially 1 year of us doing this.
Yes.
The anniversary podcast. Thank you for being a part of it.
We've been sitting here for a fucking year.
We have tolerated each other for an entire
Right.
year.
I
That
think
is
collectively
very spreading.
we've spent probably close to over $5,000 at the barn the last year.
Probably.
Yeah,
That
Thomasville
is
loves us.
It's been a lot.
Plugging
Oh,
Thomasville.
man. Yeah.
Hashtag Thomasville.
Oh god. I just thought about all of the expenses at Thomasville in my head. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we drink a lot there, so.
But it's all in good fun. I mean, we're not alcoholics per se, but
Alcoholics go to meetings.
Speak for yourself, Worth.
Yeah.
I did carry you across the apartment.
Thanks.
Keep in mind, I'm 100 pounds lighter than you are.
Thanks.
I like how this is a talking point in your argument. It literally has nothing to do with what we've been talking
I don't know why I brought it up. I just thought it was relevant. Don't question me.
Yeah.
Look,
With me? You
We're
pointed at
all
me.
on-
I wasn't ready.
Pat
Jesus
all of a sudden
Christ.
dethroned you
He's
as podcast
fucking
guy.
pointed at me. I was like, well, fuck, I wasn't ready for this.
Say something.
No, I actually.
False God.
kill the witch. Kill the witch.
Okay, so today's October 20th, right?
Yes.
I wanted to. Does anybody remember what they were playing a year ago?
I have no
Oh,
idea.
God.
A year
No
ago?
idea.
What would we be
I
playing
was
a year ago,
probably
right?
playing probably a lot of Battlefield 4.
I know
That's
what
probably
I was
what
thinking maybe Hardline came out in the spring though.
Yeah, I wasn't playing Hardline yet.
It's easy. Just go back to podcast 1.
Yeah.
Good point, right?
Let's
We
do
were
podcast
not
one,
prepared.
yeah.
You
apparently,
literally can find out by
Yes,
listening to episode
yes.
1.
Start.
You know,
from the
actually,
beginning.
no. You know what, Drew? I actually did listen to podcast 1 just for kicks the other day, and we did not once talk about what we were playing that week.
Really?
That didn't start
Damn.
until the next episode.
It didn't start till
Interesting.
2?
Okay, well, it's a week
Huh.
later. I'm sure you're probably playing.
But no, that was kind of like just the kind of like getting to know us podcast, like, you know, because we were just starting out. Like, this is what this is our names. This is what we play. Like, this is
If
what we
anybody
like.
wants to learn from the beginning, start at 1.
Yeah, do that.
I was playing The Witcher.
I still.
I do not
makes
off the
sense.
top of my head.
I was probably playing
Elite
ESO.
Dangerous
There you
came
go.
out around that time.
Nice.
You
I was
guys
probably
were on
playing
Elite
ESO.
Dangerous kick for a while. I never did. I never get a chance to play that game though. I don't like. Is it like No Man's Sky or what's the big deal with Elite Dangerous? I don't know.
I've actually never heard of it.
It's a space exploration game. I know that.
Halo 5 Guardians came out last October.
Ooh, well then that's what I was playing,
Late
so.
October. though.
I didn't get that till like
Oh
a couple
yeah.
months ago.
Okay, we
Within
did talk
the
a lot
first
about
couple weeks,
Halo
okay.
because that was the Lost episode because episode 2.
All right. Okay.
Okay, the Lost episode was actually episode 2. We forgot to upload it, but that was the time when.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama. That was the time that Halo 2 came out, and I know most of you guys were playing that. So
Probably.
yeah,
It's a fun game. I suck at it, but it's still very fun.
I still have yet
So-
to buy it. I don't have it yet, even a year
So-
later.
Now we are a year later. What have we been playing now? Worth. Let's start with you. You get the honors.
I think this is the first time I've ever actually
All right.
started this.
What have you
No,
been
not
playing,
true.
fool?
What have I been? What? Not true.
Not true. You. I think Logan picked on you like I don't know a few weeks ago.
Picked on me? You make it
Yeah.
sound so bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Like the first student called in class. Like,
Pretty
answer this question.
Bueller.
please don't call my
Right.
name. Please
Yeah.
don't call my name. Please
Don't
Don't look at me. Don't look at me first.
I got a boner. I can't go up front. Oh my god.
Sounds about right.
if I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd have like $1.
That happened a lot. You never get NRBs
Why do you
in
have so many
class?
erections in class?
That's a decent amount of
Do you
nickels.
guys,
hot
do you guys
teacher
know
or
the-
what?
Do you guys know the maneuver where you basically have to like kind of slide it with your elbow, where it's pointing like directly straight up instead of like tucking it over to the side?
Your elbow?
Yeah.
His teacher was probably a dude.
Yeah. No,
Actually,
NRBs were a problem in high school.
yeah.
You know NRB? You know,
No, what's an NRB?
no reason boner.
There were those.
You just look down and you're like, fuck, man. I'm
Fuck.
not ready for this.
There's always a reason.
All right, Worth.
Okay.
What have you been playing?
Lots.
Rapid fire. What have you been playing?
Battlefield 1. A lot of it. I breezed through that 10-hour trial in like, well, 10 hours.
Good job.
Riveting news there, Worth. That's
So proud of you.
Breaking news. here.
totally unexpected.
No, I should say I used that 10-hour trial up in like 2 days. Like it was, God, it's so good.
It's super fun.
It's
It's
far.
so pretty.
It is so pretty.
yes.
Especially those Italian maps where you're up in the mountains and shit. Oh my god.
You just want to stop and look at the scenery right before
I
you
know.
get sniped.
Like I don't even want to.
So,
It's
I
a
don't
good
even-
looking game.
I don't even want to
yes,
play it. I just want to stare and
Very.
like. I just want to stare and bask in the ambiance. Like that's
And Fab.
and fab. No, depends on what you're into. But
Oh, those spruces are really getting to me.
oh, rocks!
God, all these middle-aged men.
Oh,
God.
The sand dunes make me so wet.
Uh,
I'll show you a heavy tank.
God damn it, Sean!
Oh, God.
Why would you do this?
All right, what else, Worth?
Winter length.
With or length. I'm gonna go with with.
Worth
Okay.
their
With their
length.
length.
Worth or length? Oh, I like worth.
Oh.
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 Uh,
Anything else besides Battlefield 1?
yes, actually.
think last time I
I
said
played a Rocket League for a little bit, not a whole lot, but just enough to kind of. I don't know. I'm kind of getting.
That's great.
I'm kind of over that game a little bit. Like I'm not really. No, okay, I shouldn't say I'm over it, but I'm just bored of it. Like
Put the knife down, Josh.
Josh, put the knife down. We talked about this last week. It's okay. You can go home now. The war's over.
What game?
Rocket League.
Oh.
Yeah, it's still fun.
Garbage game.
Are you
It's
guys
still
talking
fun.
about Rocket League?
It's still fun, but I don't know. I'm bored of it.
Is it still worth $20?
It's still worth $20. Yes. If you haven't played it yet, by all means pick it up. It's definitely worth $20. But
No, don't do that.
after playing it for however many odd months, I don't know. I want to move on to greener pastures and go back to it later on.
It's a pick up and play game. You
It-
can
it
literally
is a
go
pick
back
up-
to it anytime and
It is
play
a pick
like
up
a
and play
match.
game. It is a pick up and play game. Played a lot of PvZ this week, especially with Drew and Disco. Disco's on here.
Yes.
Yes, we did that little like town hall challenge or whatever. I don't know what the name of it was, but like where you go in and you play as the dinos or cat robots.
Oh, Cats versus Dinos?
yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
That shit's awesome. It's super addicting. And then I played quite a bit of Rainbow Six Siege last night, I should say.
Yeah, good decision.
Dude, I was fucking like on fire last night. Like I had one game where I went 9-0.
It's
Like
pretty good.
that's
a lot of
badass
kills.
for a Siege game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like it was that one map where you're in that like mountain like mansion, not really mansion, but like that big house in the mountains, like the snow map.
Oh,
And-
yeah. It's like a huge cabin, basically.
It's like a huge
right?
cabin. Yeah. And
Is it Hitler's cabin? Because he was in the.
it might as well be.
Sure, why not?
It
I'm
might
just
as well
kidding.
be. But
Right.
there's that one window you can like kind of perch yourself up on that's got like you can
It's like in
see
the kitchen, right?
It's by the kitchen.
Yep, I know exactly
Dude,
what you're talking about.
nobody was in the kitchen, but I had a clear sight of everybody that was in like that adjacent room.
Yep.
And I'm just like, you guys are fucking
I'm going
dead.
to kill all of
I'm
you
gonna kill
now.
all of you. I got 4 of them, and like everybody else has breached the room and just like fucking slaughtered the last guy. Like it was ridiculous.
And that's the best part of Siege. If you can get people who aren't quite paying attention to every corner, you find that one spot and you just massacre them.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And I'm like, how can nobody see me here?
Right.
But I was playing with Micah and my buddy Eric.
Nice.
And so it was
Good times, huh?
good times. Good times.
My favorite Siege moment watching you play was when you were on the airplane level
Yes.
and you were playing that sniper and you were on the
Yeah.
edge of the wing.
You get on the wing. Oh,
You were on the edge
so
of the wing
fun.
and you just kept going through like bit by bit, and I'm like, oh, this is a smart
You like
idea.
scan every window, basically. You just kind of
You
periodically
killed
look.
3 guys in like 15 seconds. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
legit.
Because you
Because they
can't,
weren't expecting it. Yeah.
you can't shoot out of the window. You can only shoot into it with the sniper. So it's the only gun that can penetrate the windows of the plane. So you just get the sniper, you just wait. You be patient, wait for someone's head to fucking show up, and you
was
headshot.
legit.
You had me at penetrate.
Oh, I know, Sean. I know.
No, but
I choose my words carefully.
That's all I was playing this week. So, Sean, your turn.
Hey,
What have you been playing? You gonna stay longer this week besides just what you've been playing?
maybe.
Good.
Well, let's see if I can talk about what I've been playing this week without having an aneurysm while thinking about it.
What was it, John?
What was it?
A little bit of Rocket League.
How'd that go for you?
Well, I won like 9 games in a row earlier.
That's not bad.
I
Good
made
start.
people quit out of 6 of them.
Oh, it's amazing.
Gotta love the after-school noobs.
Oh, rad.
A little bit of Battlefield 1. I really wish they would fix that stupid timer bullshit.
That was just part of like the trial.
Yeah, the game releases tomorrow, so that should not be a problem after
But dude,
tonight, basically.
every 5 minutes. Hey,
What
by
a
the way,
fucking pain.
you've got 2 hours left of your trial.
Hey, you got 8 hours left, but I'm gonna keep bothering you every 2 minutes. Oh, you see that person that you're gonna go stab? Sorry.
Sorry.
We're gonna throw up a warning real quick.
Other than that, I did download the Sun and Moon demo, but I have yet to play it.
There's a
You
there's
didn't
a
see
demo?
this? Yeah, it's
No.
free. You can download it on the Nintendo Store. If you get your DS, just fucking download it, and they're gonna constantly keep. Oh, we'll talk about it. That's something we're
Hold
coming
on.
up
Future news.
How
It's
often?
future.
How often does Nintendo release demos for their
with.
games?
Very rare.
Never.
I was gonna
Very
say
rare.
like that's new. That never happens.
Oh, Nintendo's doing something good for once.
That's weird.
Yeah,
Speaking of
man.
which,
Yeah, man.
We got
I'm
some-
stoked as fuck.
We're gonna get into that later. Yeah.
Drew's wearing a giant N on his shirt right now, so obviously
For
it's for
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
It's
N is for Nintendo.
The Huskers.
for Nebraska.
Well, that too. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sports
Come
ball,
on. Know your sports, Pat. Sports ball.
obviously.
Sega does what Nintendo don't.
It's true.
Ha!
Stop that.
Ah.
Anything else, Sean? Anything else for the
Blast
week?
processing.
Negative. Josh, what have you been playing?
I have actually played quite a bit this week. I first off want to say that I finished the Force Unleashed 2 10 years later.
Not what you should have done though.
Better late than
Just
never.
Hold on.
It's fine.
Hold on.
Hold
So I did the Force Unleashed 2. The ending shocked me so much. Like I knew. Okay, spoiler alert. Like this game is really old, so I don't care.
It's
Is that-
past
is it-
it.
no, it's-
it's
it's-
totally
yeah, it's
past
fine.
its spoiler barrier.
I haven't beaten it, but I
Yeah.
don't
So,
care.
yeah, buy-
This isn't like the dollar bin at GameStop. by
Yeah,
now, come
if
on.
you haven't
Okay.
played this yet, it's your fucking fault.
Right.
So
Okay, so the ending, you get a dark side or a light side ending. Starkiller has Vader on the ground with the lightsaber at his neck, and basically he's like, Coda is like, no, don't kill him, we can interrogate him. And I'm like, fuck no, I'm not leaving him alive. Chose the dark side ending. As soon as he's about to take a swing, I get stabbed with a lightsaber through the chest. There were no other Jedi there besides Coda. It's a hooded figure. He basically kills everyone on the platform, knocks Coda and the rest of the soldiers off into their doom. And then Vader looks at the clone Starkiller and says, you know when I told you that I hadn't perfected the clone process? I lied. And then like all of a sudden he brings the hood down and it's a full dark side Jedi Starkiller, and it's amazing.
it's a perfect
Whoa.
clone of yourself that
Mhm.
fucking kills you.
That's
Yep.
amazing. I
Yep.
love
Yeah.
that.
So, and the indoor DLC, which I got for $1, it was probably one of the most amazing pieces of DLC I've ever played. I got to butcher Ewoks.
Yes!
I got to butcher
So much,
Ewoks.
yeah.
They're
I
like
turned
2 feet tall.
I turned them into little lightning grenades and was like throwing them at Red Bull soldiers. It was like one of the best times I've ever had in my entire life. I had been wanting to butcher Ewoks for years.
They're like, hug me. You're like, die.
No, they would come at you with like those fucking stones and shit. So they were actually pretty annoying. But I mean, with lightsabers, I mean they only take like 1 or 2 hits and they're instantly dead. So it's pretty awesome. So besides Force Unleashed 2, I did. I got back on some of my fighting games this week. Actually, I played a little bit of Mortal Kombat 9, and I also played Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
How'd that go?
We're not going to talk about
That's
it.
okay.
My
It's the same way it went with me and you, so don't worry.
So, for those of you that don't know, I used to compete. I used to do serious competitions with both of these games, and I was like, oh, I'll just bust out my fight stick on Marvel. We'll just see how I do. the only people that were online were tournament players, and they were using top tier characters, and so I got my ass handed to me. That was that's actually an understatement. Like, I had a guy like near perfect me, and it was
weird.
Terrible.
Remember when that magnetic force pulled my controller out of my hand and I threw
it towards the ceiling?
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh.
So I was just basically like, well, now that my innocence is stolen, I guess I'll just go cry myself to sleep now. So, but instead I actually picked up MK9, played a couple rounds of that. That was fun.
MK9 is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Smoke though. Smoke is the best character.
So
in the game.
I did my Scorpion bread and butter, like
Ermac.
riding a bike. It was awesome.
Ermac is good too. I do like Ermac, yeah.
Yeah, I actually lost to an Ermac. Actually, like when I found online last night. Ermac's really good. So
Yeah.
he can do
He's
damage
still really
like
good.
anywhere on screen, so it's
Him
ridiculous.
and what was Kenshi? Kenshi was really good. in
Yep,
that game too,
Kenshi
wasn't
can
he?
do that as well.
Yeah, Kenshi was.
So
Why?
He was
you mean Blind Neo? Oh my God, Paul's here!
Oh, Paul!
Paul!
Oh shit! What up?
Woo!
Wow, that's really loud.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
it's
that,
that
that
boy.
just that peaked like a
You
motherfucker.
said you were going to
Sorry
show
about
up, and
that.
you actually did.
Let's go.
You did.
That's the thing.
Hop
So-
on in, dude.
You need
You
to
might
show-
have
holy
to
shit.
jump over there.
Hold on. We got a lawn chair right over there, and Paul's tall, so
Just press my face really close to Worth.
Yeah. We're
Just-
our
he's
cheeks
enjoying
our
it.
cheeks are touching.
You gotta
It's
smile.
very touching.
And you get a haircut.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about
Rico
that.
Suave.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a chair right over there.
What are you doing later tonight?
He's inviting you to his
Your
bedroom.
mom.
Silence.
My mom.
My mom.
There you go.
Anything else, Josh? You've been playing?
Okay, so besides that, obviously Mass Effect 3. I started on the
You're close, aren't you?
Please tell me you beat it.
No,
I haven't beaten it yet.
No. Don't
I
rush
did-
him. Don't
He's
rush
doing
him. Let him
DLC still.
experience-
I'm doing
yes,
DLC.
let him
He's doing
experience the story. That's what you're supposed to
Yeah,
do.
you're right. You're right. I applaud it.
I actually have farmed every galaxy to 100%.
Like that Reaper trick I taught you?
Yeah, I did. Dude, that was so helpful because I was able to dive in and out like
Yeah,
super quick.
that-
and
it makes the
grab
game
stuff.
so much easier.
It was amazing.
Did you figure out that trick back in the day?
Maybe, I don't know.
So
I don't know.
when you come into spoiler alert, but not really spoiler actually, it helps a lot.
You watch yourself, sir.
No, it's not. No, I'm talking about the
I
Reaper
will
bullshit.
murder
No, I'm
you
talking about the
right
Reaper
now.
bullshit. So when you're supposed to come in and scan planets after you
Yeah.
scan for a while, the Reapers come in.
Yeah.
So if your ship is facing the upper right area of the galaxy and you zoom in, your ship will start at that point. So if there's like a planet in the bottom left side, that's the last thing you need to scan. You just like kind of move your ship around, scan in, and then boom, you can just
Nice.
hit it right away, and you don't have to worry about the Reapers like catching
Well,
it.
there
too.
you go.
It was like a weird like hack. Not really,
Huh.
but it was just a gameplay thing.
If
they
you
had.
still haven't played Mass Effect, there you go.
Yeah, Mass Effect
right?
3.
Good
Yeah,
news.
Easy way to get away from the Reapers.
Just
Anything
play,
else, Josh?
just play Mass Effect in general.
Like I said, the Omega DLC is amazing. That's all I'm gonna throw down there right now. It is awesome. It was totally worth the full price.
Yeah,
Completely.
it definitely
It
is.
is huge DLC, so I'm cool with that. Besides that, no. I think that pretty much covers it for me. So
True.
True.
I've been playing a few things. Mainly been playing Enter the Gungeon.
yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, I just got to the third floor just the other
I
day.
hate you. I still haven't got past the second floor yet.
Yeah,
Gungeon.
it's
That was my
pretty
nickname in high school.
it's pretty
Is
difficult.
that what you call your dick?
I wish I had a reticle like you did on PC.
I use the controller, man.
I know, but you still have the reticle. At
No, you
least.
don't.
What?
Not on controller. Not if you play in controller.
No
on
matter
PC.
what?
Yeah.
Why?
It's only if you use the mouse.
That's so stupid.
But it's a great game. I can't pull myself away from it.
What stage have you gotten to in Enter the Gungeon?
The third stage.
The third?
Third
Pat's only made it to 2. Like, apparently this game is just, like, incredibly hard.
It's very
So-
difficult. Like if you have a PlayStation 4, it's only $15. So
Apparently you can only do co-op playthrough after you beat the game once. That's the only time you can do co-op
Yeah.
are you
playthrough.
sure about that?
Yes,
That's what
we
I
looked
looked-
it
yeah,
up.
we
Yep.
looked it up.
It doesn't unlock until you're able to beat the game full through once.
Yeah,
Okay.
unless you have done it before.
Well, you probably have to work at it a lot and unlock a bunch of new guns because.
Well, that's the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to play it a lot in order to get that far.
And it's only like 2-player co-op. Does anybody know how many levels there actually are?
There's 5 total.
Okay, that does make sense then. All right. So that's no wonder why it's so hard.
It's very difficult. Other than that, I was playing PvZ. I think I played PvZ with Logan and with Worth and
Yeah.
even
And
Douglas.
Disco was he played with us for a little bit.
I barely played because I did not like the weekend event, so I kind of just skipped it.
Yeah. I thought it was fun. If you have a team, it's fun.
Yeah, I played it solo, so I said nope. moving on.
I really do like that Cats vs Dinos game type. That is really fun.
Wait till you get to a boss hunt, which is probably going to be this week. Like we basically get to team up, and there's a boss mob that's like you have to be strategic. There's like game mechanics to it, similar to like a WoW boss.
Gotcha.
So and you're if you don't follow the mechanics of the fight, that you'll wipe the party.
Is it like a raid? Or...
Kind of.
Really?
Yeah. It was crazy. Like I didn't know that there were gonna be. It essentially reminded me of an RPG fight.
That's funny.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Logan, you said event, and it triggered me.
Who said what?
You said event.
Event?
There's
Logan knows why I'm triggered.
There's sad ESO news. We'll get to that
Yeah.
shortly.
That's why I skipped ESO. I did play ESO, but no, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
It's a
later.
sad day.
That's a topic for this week. It's a topic.
Other than that, I've been playing Spelunky.
Nice.
Yeah.
That game is hard as fuck.
Yeah,
We were all trying to play that day.
Dude,
yeah.
but it's fun as fuck.
Last week
It was me, you, and Disco that were trying.
No, never again.
No, amazing.
Spelunky.
So
never,
fun.
Not even once.
I'll show you what up. with
He'll show you
Spelunky.
the ways.
Those tiki traps, they always get you.
That game is deep.
Are you talking about the arrow? Is the tiki trap the arrow like stone?
No, the
motherfuckers?
tiki traps are the ones in the jungle, and
I haven't
like
gotten that far yet.
oh well, you get close to the tiki traps, and they'll spring spikes on you, and it takes away 4 hearts, and that's how much you start with. Yeah. So like if you run into one and haven't like
I'm
gotten
still
any
having
more
trouble
hearts,
figuring out like the dart blowing ones. I'm like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have jumped there because I wasn't paying attention.
you just grab like a rock or a skull or something and throw them over
throw
the
it up.
ledge.
Yeah.
That's how you combat those. So, but no, that game's fun and really deep, and I love going back and playing that as well as Gungeon. Like they're the same type of games. So,
Satisfying when you beat it. Incredibly hard.
oh, I've never beaten it. So,
No, I know, but beat a level in general.
but other than that, that's it. Logan, what about you?
Podcast guide.
So I played a bunch of Siege recently. I kind of got back into that.
Good.
I found like a random team, and most of them were talking on the mics, and I just kind of refused to jump on. We won like 8 or 9 games in a row. We were just rolling through people. It was amazing. Lots of Siege. I played some Rocket League because, of course, why the fuck not? I've been doing secret, like, just surprisingly really good. It's weird. I've been doing really, really good lately in Rocket League. I don't understand what happened, but I'm better now than I
In
used to be.
private.
Huh?
In private.
Sure. Yeah.
It's
What
like
else did I
the
do?
Rocket League.
You're right, exactly.
I'm rubbing off on you.
Wait,
and
I
I'm
mean,
giving you my Rocket League skills.
I mean, what? No, I played not a huge amount. I played ESO quite a bit early in the week, and then things happened.
We'll talk.
We'll talk
That's
about
very
it.
sad.
That's a later topic.
I played a lot of Battlefield actually. I was still in the trial, so I played almost all the trial. I'm down to like less than an hour right now, but I should have the full game soon.
Yeah.
How do you
So-
know that? Is because the game is because it told you every 5 seconds?
Yeah, no, that fucking like glitch where it would tell you every seriously every like 5
Every
to 10
5
minutes it would be like, hey, are you sure you want to keep fucking playing the game you're already playing right fucking now? Yes, because I'm playing it.
That's the only.
Ah.
That's the only EA Access game that's ever happened with.
Yeah,
that's the funny thing.
it's just a glitch. I mean,
It's like
I'm
in,
sure I'll have the
in-
future,
in
so.
World of Warcraft when the servers are gonna go down, they'll tell you every 5 minutes.
Ugh.
It doesn't like stop you gameplay.
Oh,
wise.
yeah.
It just brings it up on the chat, and it's like, by the way, server's going down in 15 minutes. By the way, it's going down in 12 minutes. By the way, it's
Jesus.
going down.
No, actually,
I guess we know.
The last 15 minutes are like 1 minute countdowns.
Are they?
15, 14.
Well, the EA Access
Use
thing
your
that would
words.
pop up it would stop your entire game. It would shut you down. You couldn't move until you got out of the fucking menu.
Like that happened to me. You saw it. You saw
Yeah,
it. I was
you
I was
were-
about to go stab that guy, and then the fucking little alert
And
pops
you're
up.
about to get him with your knife.
Well, you started shooting at the guy, and then the game like froze you, and then the guy charged you with a bayonet charge and fucking killed you. It was
Fucking stabbed
amazing.
me. I'm like,
So-
why?
With his wiener.
Yeah, I was a catcher
Pretty
at that
much.
Well,
So
And,
other than what worth?
No, you're good.
No, what? What are you gonna say?
Well, are you? Is that how you've been playing this week?
Maybe I can't remember now.
Maybe. Because Paul came in late and he needs to
Right?
talk about what he's been playing.
Also, I have not said what I've.
Oh no, that's right.
Very
I'm
time.
very. Wow,
Right.
I forgot.
hey,
that.
did you guys hear something?
I forgot.
Nobody
that-
cares about the PlayStation guy.
No, I forgot that I started. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
No, I'm not gonna say that. Pat's in control of my mic, so
I played something else, but I can't remember what now. Oh, Neverwinter. I played some Neverwinter.
You played
Oh, you
Neverwinter?
did?
We were really, I was really bummed about the ESO changes, which we'll get to that really quick. But
Dude.
I was so upset. I went back to a different MMO.
I
like,
love Neverwinter.
Yeah, so
Love it.
I made a new character to kind of remind myself how to play the game. Then I'm going to jump back to my level 20 whatever character. So
It's still free to play too.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's always been
absolutely.
Free. It's always been free to play.
You can buy the DLC. You can buy microtransaction stuff.
Well, I've seen it on. It's on PlayStation as well, like for free.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
We might have
Does
to
it
switch back.
does
to
it run
Neverwinter.
good on a controller?
Yes.
Like
Easily, yeah.
Very well,
absolutely.
Gameplay wise.
Yep.
Cool.
That's a hell of a game that's free to play. You get,
And it's got that D&D lore on it.
oh yeah.
That's the best part. Is
Just
it's,
for me personally,
nerd.
but
It's
I-
based in the
Nerd,
D&D
nerd,
universe, and so it has all the D&D like stats and characters. I love it too, Pat. I'm
I
with
had
you.
a pretty fucking badass rogue by the time we stopped playing.
Yeah,
that.
so
yeah.
I'm super down to start doing Neverwinter again. But that's all I really played this week. So what about you, Pat?
I have been playing ESO.
Put the knife down, Josh.
I was excited early in the week, and now I don't care anymore.
That's right.
so.
It took like 2.5 days to download, but I got it. It's all good.
2.5 days?
You plunged a knife in my heart.
Now I get it.
That's a big update.
Wait.
No. It's because I'm on wireless and I have to run wireless through 2 walls, and so my download speed is like 8 megabytes per second.
That's still a big update. Like it's an 18 gig update.
No. I mean, I had to reinstall the entire game.
Oh shit!
yeah,
wow.
I had to reinstall the
X-
entire game. So.
Xbox was 23 gigs. So that is definitely a difference between the two versions. So
Yeah.
PS4's was less.
Kind of weird.
Jesus. That's crazy.
Enter the Gungeon. I have been playing as well. I'm gonna get past that second floor. I swear to God. The closest I've ever boss wise I've eaten is the Medusa boss.
Yeah.
The snake boss where you hit its body and it like explodes in a
Amoconda?
bullet hell. Fucking God, I hate that boss. So stupid.
Ammo Conda?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's his name,
Amoconda.
Amoconda.
Oh, everything has a gun reference.
That's
It's
so
amazing.
funny.
Yeah, the entire time during the game. Also, I hate to admit it, but I went back to Fallout again, and I've been.
Why would
playing-
you hate to admit that?
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Well, I
Right?
don't hate to admit it, but it's like a repeat. But yeah, no, I've been playing Fallout again. I'm doing a mechanist build because I have not beaten the game with the Institute on my side so far, which is my goal. So I'm doing like a hardcore robot build, especially with companion wise and whatnot. And then some Pokemans. I've been playing the Pokemans, the demo, and also the old school one because I'm trying to. Yep, Sun and Moon. I played the demo, and also I've been playing my blue version because I have to catch up with Disco and try to make my team better than his the entire time. which
I
is
want a
my goal.
showdown.
We're gonna have a showdown. We need to have a showdown.
Yeah, I do.
Talk is cheap.
I want to video that for sure.
Yeah, just straight up. Yeah.
Mhm.
Team versus team. Elite Four after Elite Four. Let's go. We should make it like we should make it to where the loser has to trade their starter to the other
Oh,
person.
yes.
We started that.
Like
remember?
you have to
No,
give up your
it's-
starter.
It's trade your most powerful Pokemon at the time.
No, that's
start
right.
it. No,
It's the
yeah.
most powerful.
No.
It was
Pokemon.
whatever was the most powerful.
Yeah.
That's what you trade. Not just your starter. If there's another one more powerful, you gotta
You-
trade that one.
You face each other right after you face your rival.
Like after we beat the Elite Four.
No, like the 4 times or whatever.
I thought it
that
was
you
every
fight
gym.
Gary. No.
No. We did every 4 gyms. So
Fuck you, you're getting a really powerful
No.
Metapod.
Yeah,
I
right.
know that
Right.
doesn't make sense.
You
yeah.
can harden for days.
Like, first 4 gyms, and then
Story
we
of my
see
life.
who's stronger. And keep
Nope,
the win
nope.
going.
I want every gym.
Then
I'm changing rules.
Every gym.
Every
Well,
gym.
we've already broken that because I'm on gym 5 now.
Paul
so.
agrees.
I'm on board.
We're doing it every gym.
I'm on gym
Paul's on
5
board,
right
yeah.
now, so
We'll turn it into a web
I'm in
series.
Celadon City.
One of you is going to end up beating
Finally
the
got
other
flagged.
person in the final battle with all of the other person's Pokemon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a showdown, 6v6 Pokemon, all of them Metapods.
In Harden
Yes.
Oh god.
And tackle.
and tackle.
How many times can you harden?
Yeah,
Ask
as
your
many
mom.
as-
Before you
a-
tackle.
As many PPs as
Before
you
you
have.
spray mist.
No, but if Disco's listening, my team right now is
String shot.
War Turtle.
Damn it,
Are you gonna tell him what your team is?
Yeah. Yeah, let's get cocky. I don't care. If he has to grind, then whatever.
You're getting cocky, Ash.
War Turtle. Weeping Bell. Pidgeotto.
Second evolution.
I'm not that far in the game yet. You son of a bitch.
But if it upgrades to Pidgeot, you can't use it.
Why not?
Because you said Pidgeotto, you didn't say Pidgeot.
No, I'm saying right now is what my team is.
Well, you
Yeah.
have. Okay.
Right now, what my team is, yes.
Oh, okay.
Haunter, Kadabra, and
Another second evolution.
yes, Eradicate right now.
Ah,
Because
Well,
Hyper Fang is OP as fuck.
That's
in
a
that
final
game.
evolution.
But it is also a
True.
second
It
evolution.
isn't-
So
Paul's
Paul's not wrong.
I'm not
right?
wrong.
You're not wrong.
That's what matters.
Technically, you're
wrong.
correct.
Eradicate for now because he's my HM slave, but he has Hyper Fang, which does way too much damage.
Hey Pat, do I get picked up from here, or am I faint?
No, you sound
oh
fine.
God.
No, I'm serious. No, you sound good.
That was no joke.
I
I want to make sure I can be heard without
yeah,
having
no,
to
we
rub
can
up
hear
on
you.
that.
thought you said.
Yeah,
I thought you
that's
said.
Get up on that mic.
Yeah,
We
Paul.
love Paul. We
Paul-
want his sultry voice to be in the pod.
You have a
Oh,
you have a voice for radio, man.
Paul fainted.
I got a face for radio.
There you go. That's like,
A
who's
face
gonna get
for radio.
the face radio? There you
Okay, Paul, what have you been playing this week?
Well, okay. I guess I'll start with. I played an hour of Cluster Truck, which
Yes.
I told these guys about a little bit.
Yes.
But
I
You were
did
telling me
so,
that earlier.
yeah, it's an interesting game. It's totally an indie game. You run on trucks.
That's
You-
the game.
That's,
run on
that's
trucks.
the gist of the game. You're trying to get from the start of the level to the finish of the level. Trucks are
Your
dragged
face
like
looks-
go.
semis.
That's,
like
that's weird
full-
marketing. That's
full,
weird marketing.
Full semis are
The
driving.
road is locked.
Raging semis.
The road is literally
If you
locked.
touch anything but the trucks, you die. You can sort of run on the sides of the trucks, which is sweet. You run and you jump way higher than a human should.
Jump up and down on top of the semis.
You have to be on the semis. Anything else is death.
Mm.
There's your spawn point and a finish line. You hit the ground, you die. You hit a button, you start back at the beginning of the level, and you keep doing it until you win.
Josh is getting excited over here
This
about
is
that.
on Steam.
About the
on
prospect
Steam.
of
How
going
much?
up and down on semis.
15.
if you
It's-
pass the level, do you go to the semifinals?
Literally every time.
Leave.
Oh,
Fucking
my God.
I liked it.
Josh and Paul like this, so fuck
Yeah.
you guys.
But I put an hour into that, and I just, oh god, there's this level in the woods with this log, and I could not get over
So,
the
You were
log.
playing a game about semis on logs in the woods.
Like, the semis just, they kind of go on their path, but they crash.
There's
So
nothing gay
sometimes-
about this at all.
Sometimes they'll just smash and just flip, and it's like, oh, well, shit, I can't run on that because it's flipping. But sometimes they're flying through the air, and you can run on it while it's in the air. It's a pretty looking game.
You're touching semis?
There is no
Sounds
way to
like
not make this sexual.
Fair. But
Fair.
I put about an hour into that, and I haven't hopped back on it.
Nice.
Every other waking moment on my computer is wow, like just going ham on Legion.
Nice.
Can you make a character on our server, please?
What?
Can you make a character on our server,
On
please?
your server? I thought you
Yes.
said a server. I'm like, yeah. Well,
It is on a
Our
server.
server.
but are you Horde or Alliance?
Well, it's easy. I'm Horde.
okay.
What kind of
the-
stupid
the
fucking
thing
question
is-
is that?
The thing is, I have how many different fucking classes are there right now? 12.
9.
11.
11. Yeah, no.
According to Pat, there's 9.
No, there's
It's-
11
it's-
now. I was thinking.
Okay, yeah,
It's
I was gonna say
11.
It's 11 or 12, but
No, it's 12. You're right. It's 12.
Yeah.
It's 12.
So going off that, it's 12. I have 191, and the rest are 100 or above. 3 of them are 110. So to start a brand new character, like when I put so much time into literally every class,
Server transfer.
Server transfer.
but I don't need to. We can play together cross server.
Only on instances.
No,
And
in
Reddit's-
real world you can do it now.
Open world, yeah.
Real
If-
quick,
If you
Yeah.
party up, you can see one another.
Okay, boner.
Drew, do you
Yeah.
have the newest expansion?
No.
Okay. I wanted to clarify that real quick.
Ah,
I just want to play, man.
the look
Is
of
there
sheer
anything-
sadness
Yeah,
on
he's like-
Drew's
it's like,
face.
no,
was a sight to
fuck.
behold.
Nothing has broken my heart more than you guys admitting that I don't have.
Ah,
This-
I don't either.
Stop,
It's
stop
okay.
playing Home Simulator. Home Renovation Simulator.
It's eating my
It's
money.
not even a simulator.
It is a simulator.
Oh, it's for real.
No.
This is real
No,
life.
this is actual release.
What?
It's terrible.
Yeah, this is full game now.
The reviews are in, and it's not good.
Yep. But that's been all my time. I like it a lot.
At least
I've
it's
had a
better
lot-
than Homefront.
Oh, fuck you, Josh. God damn it. I was.
Transfer.
I don't need to.
Transfer.
get the expansion first.
Okay, fair.
I transferred and then I transferred back.
Yeah, no, I've been having a great time with it. Like way more fun than the past 2 expansions.
Black Dragon Flight for life.
Argent Dawn for life.
Shawnee, you got to sit up when you talk.
Until Nate and Drew don't play the game and I have to transfer to kill Jaden, and then I'm forced to transfer back to Black Dragon Flight.
I know some of these words.
Just wild things.
Is that it? Anything else, Paul?
You were raging on Rocket League in the group, weren't you? The group
Oh,
Played
that did happen.
Maybe like 6 games, but had to stop. Like
Oddly
I
specific.
I would have broken my controller. I was a little intoxicated too.
Huh.
That's fair.
I wonder why that is, Josh.
That's easily
Because I
fair.
put alcohol in my face. That's how that
No,
works.
it's because you were playing Rocket League. That's why you were drinking.
Rocket League drives me to drink.
Yeah.
Drives.
You're not supposed to
me
drink and drive,
to
Paul.
drink.
No,
Actually, I told my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm gonna drink and drive, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. She goes, Okay, have fun with your game.
Oh!
She
Shit on you,
knew.
Mom.
Dang.
God damn it.
Nice
Shots
She got
fired.
you.
At least she caught on to you.
She got you.
All right.
She's been savage lately. Seriously.
Your mom's awesome, man.
Dude, she got
Your
me. She
mom's
got
so
me
cool.
tonight too. I'm going to a wedding, and it's tomorrow. My ex will be there, fairly recent, and it's like we get along, but still, I might not be able to have as much fun as I'd want to.
I see.
That's
But she had asked me. She's like, "Yeah, is she going?" I
Hit
said,
on everything with 2 legs.
That's the
Do it.
plan. But she asked me, "Hey, is she going?" I said, "Yeah." It's gonna be really hard to sleep with a bridesmaid. Mom goes, "Ha ha." And then I cried.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is a huge burn.
She's got no faith.
That is the most, that's the biggest burn by any mom I've ever heard in my entire life.
Hashtag mom.
What, more than your mom stealing your identity?
That might be the ultimate mom burn.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
That's what you should have done with your personal information was burn it. But
I should have, but that actually happened to me. My mom jacked my identity. So, how do you feel now?
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Who would want to be you?
Exactly. Yep. Exactly where I was gonna go.
That's a
with
good
that.
one. That's,
Oh,
that's a
God.
good one. That's a
I
good
love
one.
it.
That might
I
be
love
burn
you
of the
too.
night right there.
What?
Yeah,
All right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the first bit of news I want to talk about. Let's
Big news.
No. No, it's not what you think, Worth.
Oh.
Nah.
I want to try to go over this quickly. Josh,
Better be.
in our opinion, ESO fucked up. ESO fucked up hard.
without a doubt.
Elder Scrolls Online.
To be fair,
Pat,
this
put
is
your
big
hand down.
news.
No, put your hand down. Just stop talking for a second. No, you're done. So
I wasn't talking then. Just put my hand-
basically, ESO went from a level-based system to everybody is like basically the exact same level. All enemies do the exact same damage in every part of the world. So everybody's basically on par now. So essentially, all the work you did, in a sense, is kind of irrelevant now because all the bosses are the exact same.
Yes.
So,
It's
okay, hold on.
irrelevant.
A
No,
couple
it's
people are
totally
saying
irrelevant.
no, a couple people are saying yes.
We have examples.
So essentially, different world bosses, minor, NPCs that are just, your fight like wolves and shit, kind of the easy characters. Everything is essentially on scale to your level. And so I'm a level 42 character in that game. The cap is 50, then they have like extra levels on top of that. I beat the main area. I do it 2-3 levels after. I go back to the main area. Everything is exactly as strong as me now. When I come back to the main area, the first area, I want to be a fucking beast. I want to kill everything one shot because I earned that. That's just my opinion of
True.
the game. I want to have that kind of power in these early levels. I don't want everything to be exactly the same. Because if everything's the same, how does it ever feel like you earned anything? If they level up with you, what's the point?
Well, that's how Division is. Like you go back to the main. You go back to the main
well,
area. and
Division is like a shooter. It's not really an MMO.
No,
That's
what I'm saying is like you go back to like the main first area in Division. Like you're level 30 or whatever, and everyone's still level 4. It's like you actually feel like you have a sense of power.
So that is what ESO used to be. Then.
Yeah, it used to
exactly,
be like that,
okay.
but not anymore.
See, I like that. I don't want the little tiny little wolf thing to fight me the first fucking 10 feet I walk and to be as powerful as me, you know?
How recently did they do that?
Like as
Like
of last
Tuesday?
week,
2 days ago.
Like
Yeah.
Wednesday?
A couple days ago.
WoW did the same thing with this expansion.
What?
Everything scales
Everything
with you in
scales
terms
with-
of your level?
After 100. So the max is
Okay.
110, but after 100,
That's different then.
So
That's
that is
very
different. That's
Yeah,
very
but-
different.
Okay.
it's the new content. It's all I'm playing is the new content. So it does that. However, so there are 4 different zones, and you can go to whichever one you want because it's not like, oh, this zone, this zone, this zone, this zone. The order is the same every time. You can go where you want because it's gonna be your level. And then when you get to be powerful and wreck that other shit is when you're 110 and you get geared because everything will hit 110. Stay there, and you keep getting better.
So that's okay. So
That's what I was.
I don't know for sure if ESO has gear related stats like that. That's kind of
Okay.
the key difference. Is
Okay.
I personally don't know if gear affects that or if it's only your level. So that's something that we don't know with this group
That
specifically.
makes sense. Your item level's huge.
So,
Wow.
That's the thing.
Somebody.
I've done
okay.
a lot of reading about it. There's a lot of hands up, so I'll go over that.
We
in
got
a
to talk
second.
one at a time,
Right.
guys. All right, one at a time.
Sean goes
So
first.
yeah, Sean, real quick, what did you have to say about this?
Did they scale all the old dungeons too?
No.
Everything
Oh, okay,
in
yes.
okay. You're talking
Okay,
about WoW
good.
or
Talking
ESO?
about WoW.
No,
Talking about
no, no,
WoW.
no.
Wow.
Okay.
No.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
can't
They
talk
got
about
it.
that. That's
They got
Paul.
All pre-expansion content stayed the same as when
Woo!
Yeah.
Woo!
as before.
Drew, what do you have to say?
You're talking about playing this game solo.
So yes, I played 90% of it by myself
Why are you playing this game then?
And
because
MMO.
there is a vast single-player experience in this game.
Right.
Most of the quests can be done solo.
Logan
Okay,
doesn't
that's
have any
fair,
friends.
and I see what you're saying about the solo player experience, but you've already experienced a vast majority of that game, and you grinded through it.
No, I have not grinded. There because
You
WoW
grinded up to
no,
your current
no, no, no.
level. What
Drew,
level are
have
you?
you played ESO?
No.
Okay, so this game does not have much grinding. I've got
He has tons of grind.
no, Pat. Hold on, let me talk.
You leveling up your character is grinding.
Let-
See,
him
okay,
speak.
there's a difference between grinding in terms of killing these minimal, tiny enemies over
Baby,
and
grind
over and
with
over
me.
to get level, right?
But doing quests, I'm saying doing quests
See,
and completing
But
tasks. And
Quest
all that
is
stuff.
not grinding. Quest is going through the game at a regular pace, right?
Grinding is doing quests.
So playing a game is grinding, is what you're saying.
Yeah, you grind
No,
up
no.
to level.
Grinding has to have a definitive concept behind it. Grinding to me, from what I've heard everybody ever say, grinding is like, fuck, I have to kill the same enemy 100 times to get my level up. Progressing through a game is just playing at a regular rate.
I mean, to me,
Grinding is when you need to do one thing over and over.
No, because
and
if
over.
you never heard of quest grinding.
But see, now you're talking about. Are you talking about specific quests over and over and
No.
over?
No.
All right. In any concept I've ever heard, grinding is to do the same thing over and over and over. That's how I've heard it referred to. All right, Pat. What?
The last time that true grinding has ever really been, and it's not MMO.
What is
talking
true
just-
grinding, real quick? What is true grinding
It
to
is
you?
playing Final Fantasy VII and taking on a boss, and you're level 72, and you can't fucking beat this guy.
Mhm.
So guess what? You have to go back, and you have to go to the best area that has the best experience and the best AP, and kill the enemies over and over and over and
Until
over
you're
and over.
strong.
That's
and
my
over and over.
point. That's my point. Is in ESO you don't have to do that. In my experience at my level, I have not had to do that yet.
Yeah.
So I've been able to play each realm at my own level, casually at a normal pace.
Yeah.
I have not had to grind.
Okay, but still, you've experienced a vast majority of the game by completing quests and doing dungeons and things of that nature. Correct?
But like one at a time, only having to do that thing like once. I haven't had to go back and do it again.
Okay,
To beat
but
that boss.
but yes, you've experienced the vast majority of content by completing quests, leveling up, doing all that stuff, right?
At a normal rate, not
Yes.
by doing it over
Yes.
and over. Okay.
Yes.
when you get to end game in that game, you're gonna have to do the same shit to collect those champion seals over and over.
Have
and
you
over
played
and over.
Endgame?
I haven't.
So do you know how it
Yes,
works?
because I've read the articles, and it's the same thing as raids in World of Warcraft. Oh, I want these certain armor pieces that are the best. I have to go to the same dungeon that drops these specific material
Okay,
items.
I want you to link me those articles
And I have
because
to
I've never heard
kill
that in
and
ESO.
kill and
Show
kill.
me
Yeah.
how that works in ESO, and I'll believe you. Okay,
Well-
I have not seen that in ESO. As far as I understand, gear does not play a factor in terms of difficulty. Obviously, you want better gear as you play.
I understand what you were saying too when you said I wanted to go take on a world boss, and I couldn't. I used to be able to solo it, but now when I go back to that old area, I can't solo it anymore. That's not the point of a world boss.
Yeah, you should
the
not
world
be able to
boss
solo a
is
world
supposed to
boss.
be able to like let's get together. It's a multiplayer.
No. There are
MMORPG.
There are specific
That's the
kinds.
multiplayer
There are
on-
specific kinds of places that have these anchors, what they're called, that drop,
I know.
and that's for everybody. That's like a world area.
Yeah.
There are dungeons and there are stuff like that. The camp bosses are not necessarily world bosses. I was referring
But
to
they're
camp bosses.
way too hard to take on as a single player.
They weren't originally.
So that would make them like a rare spawn.
No.
in WoW.
They weren't rare. They were like every 5 or 10 minutes, these bosses would spawn over time.
It
Yeah,
was
but
still
they were-
difficult to solo by yourself, but it wasn't impossible.
Exactly.
Do you
It
get
wasn't
good gear
impossible.
and stuff from beating these bosses?
You get comparable gear to your level. Nothing that was extremely rare. It was like, oh, you're level 12. Here's like a level 10, maybe 8 piece of gear. Maybe level 12.
So I don't know if do they do like blue and greens?
Yeah,
and
no, they have,
purples
same,
and-
they have
They
the
do?
same
It
items.
was-
So do you get like a blue for
yeah,
downing
normally you get like a
boss?
blue or
It was
a really good
comparable
green.
to your level. That's the thing. It wasn't like super rare gear. Even the anchors that are the most world boss thing you can do as a casual player was comparable gear. These aren't rare drops that you have to party up for. They're like, oh shit, there's a boss over there. Let's go run over there and fucking fight it, just for
well,
fun.
a lot of times in MMOs, like WoW, like not every mob, especially ones that will drop, say, blue gear, you can solo.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to have help.
You can do that in WoW.
Yes.
Yeah.
That sounds like a rare spawn. but,
That's
like,
what I
less
liked
rare.
though about ESO, and they took that away.
Well, the only other. Sorry, Josh. Go ahead. You've been playing it for a while.
Here's my thing. So I liked as far as what Logan was talking about with the drops. To me, yes, they were kind of easy, but in the sense of like if you had a lot of people with you, you could pretty much instantly vaporize it. If you were only doing like 1 or 2 people, you still kind of had to watch what you were doing. Like it was not horribly difficult. It wasn't impossible, but it was definitely difficult.
And we had out-leveled the area you were playing in because there's a world festival going on.
Right.
So we played the same thing over and over and over. So in that instance, we did grind. But for that
Yes.
area, for the casual player who is not doing this world festival, that part at first would be hard. Then you'll play the rest of the game, and you would level up. Then you could come back if you wanted, and then you would be able to crush it.
Right.
So.
Well, and my whole thing is that I feel like you should have to earn where you go, like level wise. To me, like the reason they said that they came out with this update was because they wanted to make it more like Skyrim. Now, back when the game was first developing, I could completely understand that because the expectations for the series had risen completely. But now, especially now that Skyrim is coming out and like less than like how many days are we looking at? Like just a few.
Next Thursday,
Next Thursday.
which is Thursday now. by the
Why
way.
am I going to waste
1
time
week.
buying ESO for them to model it after a single player experience like Skyrim, and then for me to go over to Skyrim and play the exact same game? Like to me that just doesn't make sense. The way that they have the scaling in this update to me is total garbage. Because Logan and I would go to the same area. Logan and I would earn the exact same experience.
On
Logan,
like 35 levels difference.
oh, completely. And it was always like, even with our 100% XP bonus on, it was still only 210 experience apiece. Now, the bank is obviously going to dramatically increase from level 8 to level 42. How many enemies do you think Logan has to beat before he hits level 43, as opposed to me, who is only going to be able to do a fraction of that at level 9? So, what's up, Drew?
This is why you guys shouldn't play MMOs, because this is how MMOs are.
So wait, real quick. Paul said that for the first. Am I wrong in saying
Go
that
on.
with the new expansion, this is the first time WoW has made the level, the enemies comparable to every level everywhere, right?
Yes.
So how long has WoW been going on?
Since
The
2000.
game
Yeah.
itself as a whole.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2004.
2004.
So in
Yeah.
12 years, this is the first time WoW has made every realm equal to everybody's playing level.
It's not the first time. They did do scaling.
Yeah, scaling wasn't like it is now, but like I said, I've had the most fun with this expansion compared to at least
It's
the past 2.
it's because you can take when you're playing with
3.
people. Josh is a lower level, yes.
Yeah,
And you-
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, when you get together, when it scales, you're basically helping him level. So whatever is his current level that is scaled, you'll be getting Josh's type experience for those characters that you're slaying.
That's not necessarily true either in ESO.
No, I actually apologize. I did miss a factor in telling that story. Logan, actually, I requested that Logan go get his 42 level character and go to the same area that I was not in anymore to see how much experience he was getting, and he was getting the exact
So
same
you weren't
amount.
partied up or anything?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
We were not partied up.
Well,
Never
and
mind.
either way, even if you do party up, the difficulty for a level 12 character like Josh and a 42 for me is the exact same. It's
Logan,
literally no different
We
in
were
terms of
firing
damage
everything we had at this boss, and
Yeah.
it did no damage.
It was the first.
None.
They're called
No
camp
damage.
bosses, I think. It was the first one you could possibly find in this game. As level 42, I was doing nothing.
It
to
was
one
just you
hit it
two?
both of us.
I
One
mean,
hit it
maybe
both of
we did
us.
it multiple times. So a few times there were other people, a few times there was just us. I did one of them with a level 15 with 5 other players, or 5 total. There's 5 of us. We couldn't beat it.
Yeah.
At the beginning area.
Yeah.
What is that bullshit?
The only other thing I'll say is the advantage that you have, and again, this is an MMO prospect, is yes, it's scaled, but guess what? You're level like fucking under 10. He's level 40. He has way more skills and way more armor with way more buffs and way more. I went into a level like a little delve area where it's public dungeon, like anybody can run around and kill everything. I'm level 9. This dude's level 48. He was one-shotting like people the entire time. World bosses are not meant to be one-shotted. They're supposed to be organized. It's an MMORPG. You're supposed to go in and fucking take on this big dude the entire time.
So the camp boss is what I'm talking about. That's not necessarily a world boss.
In that area, it's a world boss.
No, it's not. It's just like a kind of normal
Local
boss.
boss.
Yeah, it's just like
Not a world, a local.
yeah.
Well, I know.
If you
Maybe
want a
a
world
national boss.
If yeah, there you go, Paul. Yeah, if you want a world boss, you maybe go to the anchors, or you do dungeons or delves or whatever. You can go find those things.
But I've got 3 things.
Okay.
3 things.
One, I like the scaling in WoW. I think they've done it well. I play with a friend, and he's been on his 110 for a little while. He plays the Demon Hunter. I've been hopping around characters. So I have 2 110s, one stronger than his, one's weaker than his. And I've been playing on another character who's 101. Well, we've partied up my 101 and his 110. And it appears to the enemies appear as 101 to me and as 110 to him. And we can fight the same thing. I don't know how they do this scaling, but it works perfectly. He's going to do a shit ton more damage than I am. But we can do it together, and it does scale differently. The damage it appears the same across the board. Like, he is not doing less damage because he's with me. I don't know. I like that
That's
scaling.
not what
It
ESO's
sounds-
doing either. ESO, like, if you have the buffs on your armor and everything, you're doing more damage
Right.
than your average, like, lower level
It's
character.
very minimal though. It's almost negligible because I took my 42 to the same area Josh was at, and it wasn't doing
It doesn't
much
sound like
difference.
it's smoothly done.
No,
So-
and if they maybe scale the damage differently,
Give him
That's
time.
true. No, it's
exactly.
the first time doing it.
And this
Fine.
update
That's
is
fine.
less than like 2 days old, and so I'm
Yeah.
completely okay with waiting to see if they make some changes. That'd be perfectly fine. I'd be back on the ESO train immediately.
Sure.
Make that difference.
I had two other things. One, I thought the CSO was going to be a quick touch.
You know what?
You're going to touch on it quickly.
I tried, and
Yeah.
then we all started talking.
It
so
did
yeah,
blow up.
I
The
tried.
other thing, I wanted to back up to grinding.
Okay.
Defining, whatnot.
Yeah, I was gonna do that too.
Because there are, like, I guess a couple of ways that I have perceived grinding. Like, yes, you can grind in the manner that you were talking about, Logan, in the manner that Drew was saying you were doing, in just doing the regular old content, just pushing through. Because
Okay. To me,
Well,
that's just
to-
playing the game.
It is.
Right?
It is.
Yeah. Technically, every game in the world is just grinding. I thought grinding had a
in essence,
specific
but yes,
thing. Okay.
and then the other grinding away is, yeah, like Pat said, going back and hitting the same shit over and over. I did that in WoW, grinding for reputation, grinding for gold, grinding for gear.
Yeah, that's grinding from what I've seen.
Yeah, sat in the same fucking zone, hitting the same fucking shit, picking up the same
That
stuff.
sounds like farming as opposed to grinding.
Well, farming is
Those are
grinding
interchangeable.
for
Yeah.
material.
Exactly.
It's a profession.
Farming is the
wow.
looting.
You can, yeah.
See, because
Kinda
like,
the same
the
thing.
way that I view grinding is like leveling up your character in general. So aside from doing main story content, So, like, what I did with Mass Effect 2 and 3, like, I went and did all the side quests in the purpose, obviously, of getting more XP, getting better gear. Like, to me, that was considered grinding.
But isn't that like kind of the same thing though? Like you're like especially when you're surveying the planets and stuff.
No, because, well, farming
You're
could
farming
be
for elements.
Farming, that could be considered as farming, but if you're actually on a quest and you're doing different quests, that's not really considered farming. That's kind of just
Right.
doing a grind in general. Farming is when you're in the same place over and over and you're getting the same resource, like you don't have to move. Like grind, like I don't know. There's different things I would consider about it, and I think everyone in this group considers about it. ESO, in short, has grinding. And that's what me and Logan were doing. We might have been doing it for the holiday event, but
Exactly.
that definitely
Yeah.
was grinding.
I don't think we're entirely on different pages with the grinding thing.
No, I
grinding-
think farming
grinding
is like going for one specific mount every week. When I used to go in on Nixie all the time,
Yeah.
it's like I can only play this once a week.
grinding versus farming, you grind to farm.
Right.
Typically.
Yeah,
I'm not
he's
grinding.
wrong.
I'm not grinding on Nixia. I'm farming on Nixia because I can only do it once a week, and I just want this 0.01% chance mount drop.
Grind.
Well, that's
And
fair.
I
Grinding-
solo it all the time. That's farming. It's like,
Yep.
oh, let's kill it. No,
So,
nothing dropped.
I
As
looked-
usual.
I looked up and on Wikipedia, which is Wikipedia.
I hate you
so-
so
but
much.
listen,
Yeah,
listen
that's
to this.
not
Listen to this.
credible.
No, listen to this.
No,
It's
you're good.
funny.
I
It's
like-
I want
funny
to
to
hear
me.
this.
It says grinding is a term used in video games to describe the process of engaging in repetitive tasks, completing quests at a normal rate, one quest after another. That's not grinding.
That does. Yeah.
That's just
that,
playing
that
the game.
doesn't imply.
Grinding is
yeah.
doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
Nagashen.
More
Let's
or
read it
less,
next, so.
like, to me, I don't really see how scaling everything to your level is going to make things any better.
It's the way Skyrim worked.
But
Not really.
but that is an MMO.
You could go back to the
Skyrim is
early.
a single player experience. Why would you want to play the same game?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's all I'm getting at, more or less. We probably need to move on. To
Yeah,
another
we need to
topic.
move on to a different topic here.
So
I'll bring us in. So for all you Rockstar fans out there, Red Dead Redemption 2 was announced this week.
Don't care.
Oh god,
I
I,
don't
care
care?
so
Nobody
much.
care.
I
Did
care
you play Red Dead Drew?
so
the first
much.
one?
They
I don't have anything to touch on
didn't
this, so
announce
I'll
it
be
for
fast.
PC, so I don't care.
I want to talk about the next thing.
Get it on
Okay.
Xbox.
That's a dick move by Rockstar. I'm sorry.
They've
How?
done it for like
It's
every
a,
game.
It's
recently.
it's a dick move for Rockstar.
How okay, explain.
why?
A giant chunk of people on PC are waiting for this game.
Okay.
And they did the exact same fucking thing when GTA 5 came out, and they released a remaster back for Xbox One and for PS4 and PC, but they originally released it for 360 and PS3 for a fucking money grab. Do you know how much money they made when they re-released GTA 5?
I imagine.
$1 billion fucking dollars.
Jesus.
There was
But-
I knew there was a reason it was
Well-
still $60. It's still $60
Well,
to
okay,
this day.
First off,
Yeah.
they made that money on release of the 360 version. It cost them a quarter billion dollars to develop the game. They made $1 billion in sales in the first week for the 360 and PS3 version.
Yeah.
And they made double that like once they released the new gen.
How fucking they're developing these games for multiple platforms. Why not include a giant chunk of a player base for a platform? Like, why not include it on PC? Why?
Yeah, I get what you mean. Now.
They might have a deal with like Sony and Microsoft.
They probably do have
They're
like an
probably
exclu-
stuffing money in
I mean,
their
but
pockets to do
either
that.
way, hold on, Drew. Either way, the PC players like they would have to buy the game anyway once it gets released because I assume it is going to get released on PC eventually.
Yeah, in like 2 years.
Eh,
And by then,
I
it's
don't
going to
know
be even an afterthought. That's how long it took them to release the remaster for Xbox One and for PS4.
God
It-
damn.
It took them a year to. Well, hold on. No. It took them a year to release the remaster for Xbox One.
I think it was more than a year.
It was close. It was
I
about
think it was right around a year, but probably more than a year.
maybe a little, maybe in between one and 2 years.
Still fucking unacceptable.
Yeah.
Unacceptable.
Mm.
You did that just because like all the stipulations PC has?
No.
Like when, or
It's a non-issue. Basically, they released this game for Xbox 360 and PS3, and then when the PC people found out that they weren't getting it, they went out and they bought it, say for 360 or PS3, since they owned a console.
Mhm.
And then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, now we're going to re-release it for Xbox One and PS4. Oh, yeah, now we're releasing it for PC too. So now PC gamers want the ultimate experience, so Rockstar basically just got double
Double
the
the
money.
money.
It's a cash grab.
So I know that DICE, the developer of Battlefield, they develop for PC first, and then they port to consoles. Could it be the opposite for Rockstar? Could they just decide?
I think Rockstar has always been a console-friendly developer.
See, I think they develop for console first and then do PC. Is that?
But Rockstar has put out multiple games for PC. It's not like they have problems developing for PC. Max
No.
Payne.
Do they launch alongside the other consoles?
Max Payne, I'm pretty sure did.
Same day.
I don't know. It might have been a week or so.
Well,
some-
that's negligible. That's whatever. If it's a
I
week,
don't-
then
that
if
might
it's
as well
a-
be, that might as well be
yeah.
released.
If it's a year, then
My point is Rockstar develops games for PC around the same time when the console versions come out. They have the capabilities. It's a non-issue. Like, yeah, it's a big game and they have to develop it for multiple platforms, but they should know by now that you need to include PC on a launch, like
Or-
immediately.
What about like mod support though? Don't they have to kind of kind of anticipate for
not
that?
for a release launch. I wouldn't think. Just put the game out and then you can deal with mods later.
Red Dead Redemption wasn't even on PC. It was exclusively.
Yeah, it was console only. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
But-
shouldn't have a problem developing for PC. I mean, honestly, think about the value of the franchise as a whole. Like, almost every single person that you know that owns a console, like a casual gamer, owns a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Mhm.
So obviously, there's going to be more money in that versus like including the PC market. So I could like financially like see why they did that because yeah, it's like Drew said, it's a cash grab. So I'm sure there's money being stuffed in their
I will
pockets
say
for
I
that.
have a copy for 360 and Xbox One of GT.
There you go.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
So Rockstar has basically
They got
Gotcha.
my money twice.
I'm not saying that it's going to be a bad game at all because I played Red Dead Redemption and it's a fucking fantastic game. Rockstar knows what they're doing with gameplay development and story and all of that. They're very good at that.
Mhm.
But for them to not consider the PC base and how mad people are going to be that they're not thinking of them, it's just kind of puts a black spot on the company's reputation.
I'm curious as to why they do that because I just looked up an article about why GTA 5 wasn't on PC right away, and they just straight up said Rockstar didn't really give a reason. So I'm curious if they have a reason or if it's cash grab or what. I don't know.
They could have easily just said money, but they didn't.
It's interesting. Interesting.
Two things.
Yes.
Blizzard did the same thing to me. I bought Diablo 3 on my PC, and then I got Diablo 3 on my PlayStation
PS4?
3.
Oh, PS4. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't get it on PS4. I wish I would have waited because I bought a PS4 literally like 3 months later after I had bought it on my PS3.
That's cool they put it on consoles after the fact for
Well,
console
Blizzard's-
players.
yeah.
but yeah, that's
Yeah.
it's unfortunate the timing for sure.
No, well,
so.
but my other question is, are you guys ready for poker?
Poker.
Oh my god. I played so much poker in the original Red Dead.
Oh god.
It made my old roommate mad. He's like,
Yeah,
play
Jared-
the fucking
Jared-
game!
it made Jared
Jared
mad.
lost his
I was like,
mind.
But poker, it's so fun. And I'd play like 5
Like,
hours of poker, and he'd play 5
I'm-
hours of story. He'd get
like-
pissed at me.
New Vegas had like, casino games. There's multiple games that have had, casino style games in it. Red Dead Redemption has had the best poker experience.
It was good.
It's really horrible to say that. It's like, I'm playing a poker game inside of a video game.
Right.
But this is fucking amazing.
Well, no,
like,
John,
it was really
Logan,
good.
think about all the time we spent playing golf in GTA 5.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Like we spent more time playing the mini games than we did actually playing online.
That is madness, actually.
That's
Right.
amazing.
That's
Hey,
just
cousin, you want to go bowling?
Cousin, let's go bowling.
GTA 4.
Uh,
I
Well, shit,
don't want to go fucking bowling.
But I don't
Robin.
know what it was. Like the poker game in Red Dead, like it wasn't just like a straight up, like boom, here's all your guys and their hands and whatnot. Like you could look around, you could watch the way guys were like looking at their cards and stuff. Like they went really in depth on the poker experience for being in a Wild West, feel.
I love seeing that in games because Watch Dogs did a similar thing where you could hack a camera behind a guy and like look at his hand, and you could gauge their responses to cards. So yeah, I like when games do like the mini games
Yeah.
justice.
That's super fun.
So
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Like they actually put time into the mini games.
Yeah,
make them
right.
engaging.
My question is, what timeline?
I
Red
believe
Dead 2
I believe
gonna
it's
go
gonna be
off of?
I believe
You
it's
think
gonna
it's
be
gonna be his son?
1920s
like afterwards?
I believe. Because
it looks like a prequel because Red Dead was at the very
because there was
beginning.
because there was Red Dead Revolver, which came out in PS2
Well, that's fine, but I mean,
And Xbox.
and
right.
Xbox. Yeah.
Well, if you think about like at the end of the Red Dead Redemption, it was like right before like cars came on the scene and like more technology. The trailer, as vague as it was, looked way more Western. You know, like there was really no technology. It was just like
Told you to silence the phones, Worth.
right.
My bad. Sorry.
And so I think it's going to be a prequel. I think they're going to go back farther in the West because if they go any further, that's like 1920s mobsters and shit.
Now
That's
that
like
now that you mention it, I think they kind of tied up the end of Red Dead Redemption pretty well because have you played the end?
Yeah,
It's
I
like
finished
right
everything.
around
Okay,
the start of the
I never
Industrial
played it.
Exactly.
Revolution, right? Wasn't
Exactly.
it like right around the start of like trains and
so
all
any
that shit?
farther in the future, that's
Because
no longer Western anymore.
Red Dead Redemption took place in 1911.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're right on the verge of like industrial
You know,
revolution and all that stuff.
Like
Yeah.
World War One.
So if you go farther than that, yeah, it's going to get
Yeah.
a little more industrial.
Yeah, you're no longer in the Western setting of video games.
Huh?
I didn't realize that's when
It took place in
was.
1911.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, so that's pretty modern.
Yeah.
In terms of the
because
Western era.
because if you remember, there was automatic handguns. Like they had the Colt 1911. That was
Yeah.
one of the handguns you could use. It's an automatic magazine-fed handgun.
One of the
So-
last towns you could be
Yeah.
in was really like modern. Like I think they had cars and
Also,
shit.
there were
if
a
I'm
lot
not
of
wrong.
cougars in that game, and I'm not in
God
the good
damn
way.
it, the
Not in the
cougars.
good way either.
Ladies.
No, not ladies. I'm talking about being blindsided by a fucking cougar.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm dead. Guess. Fuck.
There's very scary.
I get blindsided
memories.
by cougars on ladies' night too.
But no, I mean, yeah, I can see that. I don't know why they would call it Red Dead Redemption 2 if it's a prequel, though.
Doesn't matter.
Red
Not
Dead
before.
pre-redemption.
The Reckoning.
Red Dead Redemption.
There you
Red
go.
Dead
There you
Redemption.
go. It's the first Demption.
I don't know,
Bill
but-
dealt with.
Red Redemption.
I'm still a fan of Red Dead garlic bread.
Green
Like, it
spleen,
just-
green spleen
It
submarine.
just gets me.
But no, Logan, like you play the true ending of Red Dead Redemption, like where you play as John Marston's son, and you find his.
Don't. No.
Nope.
I know.
Don't.
I know
The
it's
best
old
revenge
enough.
story. We
it's,
know about the best revenge story
Okay,
ever.
It's old
Yeah,
enough
I
to,
figured.
to be spoiler free, but let's not
Okay.
spoil it.
Especially when
since
this got announced.
the
yeah.
new one's coming out. Let's let people deal.
Okay, all right.
But-
Especially those that haven't played
Yes.
the
Yeah,
original.
That- it-
I have only played like a few minutes of it.
So, I mean,
haven't gotten
the
a chance
ending
to
is
play
so
it,
worth
You
it.
do get
It's
to
so
play.
good.
You get to play as a son at some
Where-
point in the game, which isn't really spoilers.
Yeah.
You just get to play as a son. It's like kind of like a just a different aspect of the game. Different,
The satisfaction is
different
so
perspective.
good.
Yeah.
Undead Nightmare was so
God,
fun.
Red Dead
I was gonna
such a
say,
good
did
one.
you
My
guys
dick
play
has
Undead
been
Nightmare?
satisfied.
Yeah. Did you play Undead Nightmare?
Well,
I
no,
actually
I didn't
played that
actually.
more than
Yeah.
I actually played that more than
Undead
Red
Nightmare
Dead.
was a fucking blast. to
Undead
play.
Nightmare was fucking fun.
Zombies in the
actually.
Wild West. I'm so there.
Yeah,
Like-
that was pretty awesome.
I have a thing.
Yes.
If James West is not in this game, I'm gonna be very upset.
That is,
And
yeah.
also Giant Mechanical Spider.
And what's the bad guy's name? Loveless, the guy with
Wiki
no legs?
Wild.
Yeah.
Wiki
Wiki
Wild
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 Wild.
West.
Wicca, wow, wow.
God damn it.
I got
We're
90s
done.
jokes for days.
We're done with this topic.
No,
so,
we're not.
All right. Well,
so
well,
who wants to talk about the biggest topic of
I
the
do.
week?
I do. Oh, I do.
I'm gonna let
I
Pat
do.
start this. Sorry.
I'll do it.
I'll
I'll do it.
Wait, first
I'll
off,
do
Pat, announce what it is. What is the big news this week?
The big news this week. What? It came out today, right?
Yes,
Was it
the
literally
the news
this
dropped
morning?
this
Like,
morning.
literally this
October
morning?
Yes.
20th, 2016.
On our 50th anniversary. I'm kidding.
50th.
I'm kidding. No, our first
50th
year
anniversary?
Our 50th
We've been
episode.
doing this for 50 years.
50th week anniversary.
1 year podcast for us. That's what it is.
Nintendo has gotten their shit together, and they have announced the NX is going to be the Switch.
The Nintendo Switch is the new
Nintendo
console.
Switch.
Nintendo
If you have not,
Switch.
if you have not seen this video yet, it is very innovative. That
Dude,
I don't
this-
like to use that word. I really don't like to use
Ah,
innovative.
this
No, I'm
will-
serious. I
this-
don't like.
No, you keep talking.
Okay.
Sorry.
I don't like to use innovative as a word, but this it actually looks semi-innovative.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
Like,
Oh yeah,
this
I'll
is-
give you
this
that.
is something
Semi.
that I have not seen before. At least
That's
when
true.
it comes to a console, to a mobile, to the technology we have nowadays, etc. I have a few questions. We'll go into it as we all get our idea behind it. All I can say is fucking Zelda. That's all. I'm gonna end it on that.
Beat!
So,
No.
yeah.
First
You know-
thing that was
yeah.
shown. First thing that was shown in the trailer was Zelda. I was
Makes
like,
sense.
yep.
Makes
Oh.
sense.
Yep.
No,
you have
dude,
your
this-
priorities straight.
This will probably be the first time I bought a Nintendo console since the
Let's
N64.
explain what it is. We haven't actually talked about what this new console is.
So basically, it's like a tablet.
Okay.
A tablet.
A tablet. Yes.
So you have a tablet kind of controller setup, but the game is on the screen still.
Correct.
Right.
Like you have a console dock, it looks like, or a tablet dock
Right.
on the way, and you can just plug it in there, and then there's a controller that is made of 3 parts. It has the 2 little like side things that you can, slide out, and then the middle piece that
Sort of
I'm
like
guessing
a
is like the
Wii U.
battery.
Wii U gamepad.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
I'm
sort of like a
guessing, yeah,
Wii
it's like-
gamepad.
But it has detachable
Right,
ends on the
Yeah,
right,
side.
so you can
ends are
sit there and
detachable.
you can just play on your TV, like a normal console, blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden, like in the commercial, your dog starts barking. Oh fuck, I gotta go outside. And guess what? You can detach these 2 ports or pretty much your analog,
Like the controllers, yeah,
the
yeah.
controller itself.
Mhm.
You deconnect it and then you slide it into the tablet, and all of a sudden it becomes like a Wii U tablet. I don't want to bring up the Wii U, but it kind of reminds me of it.
Well, it becomes
It's
like
a
a-
much better developed version
Yeah.
of that
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
You add the controller to the tablet, but it's your full console experience on a fucking screen in
Correct.
front of you.
Exactly.
The tablet is the console.
Exactly.
The
Yeah.
tablet is the console. That's
and
exactly
and
it.
the port that it's in while it's on TV, apparently, I'm guessing is just charging it.
It's
I
the
guess,
dock.
Is
right?
what I'm
Yeah.
gonna guess.
Yeah.
It's just
The
like
dock.
It's
well,
the dock.
It's
Yeah.
the dock that like puts it onto the TV, but also I'm guessing it charges it at the same time. Is what I'm
Presumably.
hopefully feeling from it. But anyway, so yeah, you walk outside and you're playing and having a good time, and then all of a sudden, let's say you're in a stationary position, like you're at a coffee shop. They showed a plane in the trailer,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm thinking more realistic, a park or a coffee shop or something like that. But instead, it's kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie, to just sit there and hold, especially because this is big, sit there and like play in a tablet
Right.
up in front of your face.
Yeah.
So guess what you can do? You can do a kickstand out, and guess what? You can throw those goddamn controllers out, and then you can just sit there and relax and just have like the baby Wiimotes.
You can have
kinda
one in
going.
one controller in each hand, basically, and
Yeah.
then you have the screen in
Yeah,
front of
one
you.
for buttons, one
Yeah.
for movement. Kind of like the Wii.
Kind of
pretty cool.
Kind of a throwback to the Wiimote.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
similar,
saying.
yeah.
Kinda
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
And then
cords
the
or
one thing
with
that
the nunchuck.
surprised me personally is they showed the guys getting in the van and they're like, "Oh, we're playing Mario Kart multiplayer." And I'm like, "How the fuck do you do that?" And guess what? You just have the 2 things, but then you just horizontal. Guess what? It's like
Yeah.
an old school fucking
The controller.
Smash Bros or fucking Mario Kart, whatever. It doesn't matter. You can play multiplayer games on it. At
The
the same
controller
time.
is 2 controllers.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
Mhm.
See, Pat, I like that you use the word innovative because that is a really good word. for it.
It's
It is
I
very
don't like to
innovative.
use that word.
I
That's
was
what I'm
gonna say
talking about.
sextastic,
Yeah.
It's a little
Ass-tastic.
less descriptive.
That-
No,
it's,
that-
it's hard
that-
to
that
know.
word
but it's
is
how
a-
it makes me feel.
That's
That
fair.
word is
That's
actually
fair.
also innovative.
No headphones was innovative, according to Apple. No headphone jack was
Oh,
innovative.
there was definitely a headphone
This is
jack
fucking
included on
innovative.
this.
This is
So-
actually innovative.
Yeah.
Did you notice that they
Right.
they actually showed the headphone jack and the guy plugging the headphones
Yeah.
into the headphone
Yeah,
jack?
But one
Fuck
thing
you,
that-
Apple.
The one thing, the 2 things that confused me on this is they specifically show a guy putting a cartridge into it.
Oh yeah,
It looks like
it
an
was-
SD
was
card.
like a
almost.
SIM
Oh,
card.
well, yeah, well,
Yeah.
or an SD card,
It's
whatever.
back to
Something like that.
cartridges.
So
Yeah.
my question is, because he all of a sudden started playing Skyrim, and I'm like, okay, so is like Skyrim able to get on a little fucking cartridge?
cartridge,
like,
yes.
that big?
Yeah,
I,
they-
no, and I
yes,
believe it
absolutely,
nowadays.
Yes.
They make
But-
huge SD cards now.
But then my other question is another thing they showed, because you were talking about it earlier. They showed the NBA like gameplay.
Mhm.
In DSs nowadays, whether or not you're connected to the internet, if you're close enough to a DS,
Mhm.
you can just play, a
local play.
multiplayer.
See, that's what I was talking
And so,
about earlier.
and that's what it did. It showed
Mhm.
2 of the switches right next to each other. And like, oh
Yeah,
fuck, we're
set
playing
an X.
multiplayer. Let's go.
Right.
Yeah, they
Which
did
is
a-
awesome idea. Love it.
It looked
Not being depending on Wi-Fi. Oh fuck, I'm in the middle of, my.
like they were in like the middle of a
I'm at
basketball
my
court.
uncle's house right now,
Yeah.
and there's no Wi-Fi here because he's 60 years old, and this place is boring. Guess what? We have 2 fucking switches. Let's play some video games, bitch.
Yeah.
my
That's-
60-year-old uncle has excellent Wi-Fi. So
I-
Come on,
Yeah.
Pat. Jesus.
But what I'm
Damn
saying
racist.
right now is based off that
Ages.
trailer.
Racist.
Again, they were just showing stuff because it was the first day out. But everything I saw, I'm thumbs up,
Dude,
like 100%.
I
am super one thumbs.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for this. This looks very, very.
I've not bought a Nintendo console since the Wii, the
Yeah, I
original
haven't
Wii.
either. Yeah.
Since the original
Well,
Wii.
the Wii
Yep.
U is widely considered a failure.
It's because it is a
It
failure.
is a
Absolutely was.
I like mine.
You can like it all you want.
I like
It was a
mine,
flop
but
of
it was
a
sales.
failure.
It was terrible.
The
was a
Wii U
failure.
didn't give for the first time in console generations sequentially. They did not give a new Zelda game. And don't you fucking say Wind Waker HD.
I'll
punch you in the
That
gut.
doesn't count.
I will cut you.
It's
Or
fantastic. but
Four
it's not good.
Swords,
Yeah,
or
that's
Hyrule
not count.
Warriors, for God's sakes.
That is not
No
count.
new
You-
Mario
Hyrule
offering.
Warriors was excellent. But
you mean-
Not,
you
a,
mean-
Ze-
not a Zelda
not a
game.
traditional
You mean
Zelda game.
Dynasty Warriors with a Zelda skin?
No,
Which is amazing.
It's amazing.
no Mario adventure game.
Yeah.
Not
was
Mario
like-
Maker.
Let's say there was Mario Kart 8.
But
right?
okay,
No.
It was-
okay.
yeah.
No Mario adventure
That's
game.
not harping on the system. That's harping on game development.
Which is
System-
handled by the same people that make the
But-
system.
Yeah.
So they
First
fucked
party,
up
yeah.
while the system
And
was out.
no
not
Metroid.
The,
The,
system
the only
inherently.
major
point, Paul.
like first party title that we got was Star Fox.
And Splatoon.
Splatoon.
That did sell like fucking
I heard
crazy.
Splatoon is
was-
good,
no, Splatoon
which
was legit.
was
Splatoon
on the
is very
trailer
good.
for the Switch.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're gonna do Splatoon 2.
No,
or
no,
what
it
they're
said
gonna do.
Splatoon 2 when it popped up. No,
Really?
it said Splatoon
I
2.
did not
yeah.
see that.
But-
Yeah, it
I'll
said
take
2.
your word for
No,
it.
But
I-
potentially we're
I'm telling
getting
you.
new Splatoon, new Zelda, new
Yes.
Mario
Yeah.
at launch, maybe
Skyrim remastered.
Skyrim,
Also, Mario Kart was also shown as a game.
Yep.
Mario Kart,
In the
and
trailer.
NBA 2K.
NBA
Yeah.
2K.
But
and-
by a long shot, Wii U did not live up to its predecessors. I wouldn't call
Absolutely
it a failure
not.
because I have enjoyed it.
In terms of sales,
In terms of
yes.
sales,
Sure.
like a
In terms
commercial
of sales.
failure.
In terms of everything, why do you buy a console? You buy a console for games. They literally had none.
That's
there
what
was
my PC
nothing
is
to
for.
play.
He's not
So-
wrong.
Well, if you're a Nintendo fan and you won't have a PC and you want a Nintendo console, it failed. So,
Mhm.
so
It failed in my eyes for sure.
I play nothing
And I
but
own a Wii.
Nintendo consoles.
The only thing I'll say also
You
about the
might
Wii
be
U
12.
that kind of let me down is one of their big hype moments was they were bringing Arkham City, not Arkham Knight,
Oh,
Arkham
I
City,
remember that.
into the Wii U, and they were like, "Look, you can use the Wii U as a map pad," which was cool. Don't get me wrong, that was really cool because you could pick your gadgets instead of having to go into
I
a
did.
menu and stuff.
I like
But
that functionality
at the
in games.
It was cool, but at the same
In
time,
Wii
they were
games.
also revealing their limitations graphically on the Wii U. They're like, "Hey, remember this PS3 game that came out a while ago? We're bringing it to the Wii U." You're like,
they did
that-
Mass Effect 3 also.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mass
Yeah,
Effect 3 was
yeah,
on
the
yeah,
the
that's
map
cool.
was on the tablet and the game was on the screen.
Yeah.
See, that
That's it.
functionality
And that's
is
when
pretty
the Xbox
sweet.
One and the PS4 were
Honestly.
just getting ready to
Mhm.
not even come
Underdone.
out, just go hardcore.
Yeah.
I've got a couple questions for you guys.
Okay.
Purely speculation, though.
Let's go.
One at a time, please.
In terms
Answer.
of what we've known from Nintendo and what they've promised and offered in the past, do you think that the battery life for this console is going to be decent?
That is my huge concern.
Right.
Yeah. I
Let's
don't know.
go. No, go around.
I don't know. That makes me nervous. Pat.
My 2DS, I can literally sit there and play and then not touch, not charging, just straight up not touch for like 2 weeks. And I turn it on, and guess what? It's not in low battery power mode. I'm not defending that the Switch is going to be like that. I'm just saying that Nintendo is really good about their battery power. I'm interested to see how. Don't you dare.
Let's hope this doesn't turn into a
I'm-
Samsung Note.
No,
few
I'm
years
just
ago.
I'm just interested to see. I'm
Floating
I'm
switches.
going to guess personally at the max, like if you were playing nonstop, like because they're not expecting Nintendo people. They always give you those like messages in the middle. It's like, hey, you've been playing for a while. You should take a break. I'm like, fuck you. I want to do more quests.
I'll
You know?
tell you when
Yeah,
I've had
I know.
enough.
Send help.
My guess is at the very max, if they the way that technology's been evolving, I'm gonna say 8 to 10 hours would be the maximum.
I would guess
battery
less
life.
than that.
Well, you also have to factor in like the fact that these games are much more graphically advanced than anything that's on the 2DS. It's like if they're putting out like true 1080, 60 frames per second gameplay consistently.
It runs off of an NVIDIA card. The Switch will.
Some kind of Nvidia. They haven't.
it's
They
like an
haven't detailed
NVIDIA.
what yet.
Yeah,
it starts
but-
with a T.
Well,
It's
I had it right here.
something.
Nvidia Tegra,
Tegra.
Tegra?
Yes, Tegra. That's what.
and it's called a mobile chip, so it's not going to be what you put in your PC.
Right.
So it doesn't mean it's just going to have the
obviously.
best graphics card you can possibly.
Well, that's why
have,
like cell phones last for so long.
But
even
you're not
though
running
running around
Skyrim
doing-
on your cell phone.
True.
So you did say that,
Yeah.
Pat. You did say that it's not going to have the exact
true.
same thing.
Not my real
I'm pretty
dad.
sure you
I'm-
could run
so
Skyrim. on
I'm
your cell
sure
phone.
they've determined that as an issue.
How long though?
I'm sure that they're determining that as
I don't
an
know.
issue.
Yeah.
That's
So
so.
In my experience as a Wii U owner,
I think the only Wii U owner here.
Yay,
Right?
he doesn't. He's
So,
not.
insert some
and,
message here.
and 3DS. I have a 3DS XL. I don't have issues with my 3DS XL.
I don't have
You
issues with
don't?
my 3DS.
You don't?
No.
I
My
haven't.
2DS has no problem like battery wise.
My 3DS has a
And then-
huge issue.
You might have an issue.
No, I'm
But
saying,
then
yeah.
for the Wii U, so I have two different controllers. There's the gamepad, which is the big honking thing with the fucking screen on it, and there's the Pro controller. The Pro controller, and I haven't even been able to verify this, but it goes and goes and fucking goes. 96 hours of gameplay. Not even standby, not no charge, straight gameplay. They say it will last 96 hours.
Good God.
I heard 80.
Okay, 96 is what I had heard like early on. I have not run into that situation. I haven't pulled it away that long.
Still, that regardless if it's 80 or 96, that's a shit ton of time.
That is so much time. But that is just a controller, a wireless controller, just like your friggin'
Well, they also showed a wireless controller that came with the console. It looks pretty close to an Xbox controller. Pretty similar.
It looked kind of like the Wii U.
I'm
gamepad.
I'm wondering about the actual physical tablet
yeah.
part itself.
And
oh,
Yeah,
that's where,
that's
that's,
what we wanna
we're
know.
talking about.
that's where I
Gotcha,
was going to
gotcha.
go. Is hey, they've got battery tech down for that controller. Maybe if they can, I don't know, if they've got battery tech, maybe it will be good. But the Wii U gamepad is terrible. I think mine
that's
goes out.
unfortunate.
I think mine goes out in about 6 hours.
That's
Maybe
unplugged, like just
like playing
all
a
the way-
game. I would actually venture to say 4 to 6, but I play local. I just fucking plug it in.
And I think
So the Switch has to do better.
I think that's part of the limitations is you're using that battery to power so much hardware,
Mhm,
like
mhm.
lots and lots of hardware, and it doesn't, it's not that energy efficient. Like you're running a lot of stuff, and for you to play games at that graphical quality and what hardware you're running, it's not gonna be very efficient.
Well, and this is going to be even more.
Is this gonna be the loudest console ever? It's gonna be like you're gonna hear the
that's-
fan going.
I didn't even think
interesting
about that.
concern.
Yeah.
But
Fan on a tablet.
well, and the thing about
What?
the thing about
I-
the gamepad
yeah.
even is that it's just running wirelessly from the system. You are anchored to that system
Yep.
within a certain range. This on top of like, it's going to be running everything itself.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be even more. If they put the same fucking battery in that the Wii U gamepad has, you're going to get 2 hours.
Yeah.
You will.
2 hours of
Hopefully not,
Skyrim
right?
is
At
like,
least.
hey, guess what? I saw something.
You'll
And I'm
you'll
done.
tickle a guard.
You'll-
Battery dead.
You'll pickpocket somebody.
And then play Skyrim.
If you guys had to guess, if you guys had to guess based on what you know about Nintendo, how long would you guess that it actually lasts?
About 8 inches.
Did Worth answer?
Oh, long.
Did Worth answer what his concerns about the battery?
We're talking about just the tablet itself, or just like the entire console?
If you say
Tablet
you
console.
took it with you to the park and gamed on it until it died, how many hours?
I mean, I would hope the technology would advance a lot, like far enough to. I would say probably about 8 hours. Like probably that'd be my guess.
Side note: you might be put on a list if you spend that long in the park, Drew.
That's true.
Yeah.
Not with that attitude.
No, but I'm saying like, I remember, this is totally kind of not related, but I don't know, whatever. But like, Game Boy Pocket, like go back to Game Boy Pocket, like they're like those old, just running off AA batteries, I would probably get about anywhere from 6 to 8 hours of gameplay on 2 AA batteries.
Mhm.
Wasn't that like not a very graphically demanding
Well, it's
piece
not,
of
but-
hardware?
but-
Like
yes,
you
it
got to
was.
take that into
But-
consideration.
But like the point I'm getting at is like, why are you touching my thigh, Paul?
Why are Josh and Paul holding hands all of a sudden? This
But-
got really weird.
But like, I guess what I'm getting at is like, I guess if you're scaling your technology to be equivalent, like through the generation, I would imagine that you would come far enough to have a console that would at least, offer 6 to 8 hours of game time if you're going to be running completely remotely.
Would you be happy with 6 to 8 hours?
Yeah, I think that'd be good. I mean, if I was on a road trip or whatever, like, 6 to 8 hours is good to me.
I think running Skyrim or a new Zelda, that's not too bad to expect from that kind of physically demanding, or not physical, but the demand of the graphics. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm worried.
Yeah.
I
I'm with
will-
you, Paul.
I
From
will
a mobile
accept 6 to
standpoint.
8 hours if nowadays there's a lot of places like not throwing out some commercial bullshit, but at the brewery they have the USB underneath like where you go in to go to the bar.
You can
Maybe
charge your phone via USB now in a lot of places.
Like, I would not be surprised if they added a USB to like mini USB, charge port.
That's a really good idea, actually.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're out and about, and you got about like 6 to 8 hours of gameplay wise, depending on how high your brightness is, or if you muted your sound, or like I tend to be that guy to where if I'm gonna save battery power, I'm gonna do it as cheapo as I can, like mute everything so it's not using any extra battery power, like get my brightness down as low as possible so it's not using that, But I mean, if you're just gonna go and hang out at like a Starbucks or a bar or etc., if you have a charge port, I would not be surprised if they actually allowed charge port, shenanigans.
I am curious about what the technology will be like for
when it comes out. Yeah.
Well, their power, like, because currently,
like the DS has its own little weird fucking.
The port itself, but then like
it's not micro USB. At least mine is like this weird.
My Wii U gamepad isn't a cord that is from wall to pad. It has a block on it. Like it has a what is it?
A transformer.
Transformer, yes,
Yeah.
transformer. It would kind of suck to haul this around if this console also has a transformer. Like that block is not fun.
That would suck.
I don't think they would do that.
Do we think this has an
Hopefully,
AC
I'm
adapter?
hoping they would. Yeah.
God, I would hope so.
And if
How can you game on the go? How could you go somewhere like a fucking Starbucks or something?
you have to bring the dock with you
Yeah.
to charge it.
Fuck that.
I don't think they would be that
Well,
dumb.
in the commercials, they show you pick up the tablet and you just fucking take off.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a commercial, so
Your
who knows
pants.
about the marketing part of it, but hopefully you wouldn't need the dock if
They
it's
were all about
mobile.
wireless. They didn't show any like
I
playing
feel
in
like
with something plugged in. You know what I mean?
Hopefully,
The
yeah.
guy on the
feels-
plane should have had something plugged
The
in.
dock feels really nestled to me.
I guess another question I have about this is, like, is this something that's going to run off its own proprietary interface, or is it going to be like, something like an Android tablet?
Well,
or
It's
Let
gotta
me
be
answer the
proprietary.
battery question, and then I'll probably tell you.
It's I'm sure it's a Nintendo laid OS.
Yeah,
It has to be. There's
Yeah.
no way they're using a third-party software to run their stuff.
When they came up with their own fucking like processor too, like the Tegra. Tegra. It was?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's got to
That's
be its
their
own interface.
processor.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. It was
Interesting.
called
I'll try
a
and find.
it was called a
I'll back that up.
mobile chip. Is all I saw. It said comparable to what you might see in a PC, but I doubt a mobile chip could do that.
I mean, I only asked because like I know they released like a Mario game for iOS. Like I don't know if they were kind of messing around with that or doing some third party shit with the interface and shit.
I don't know.
But Josh,
Josh, get
What?
a 10-minute rant because we've been interrupting you the entire time.
So I'm honestly the battery life is a huge concern to me. For one, my 3DS asleep. I mean, I can get 3 or 4 days out of it, but actively playing at a full charge, I only get about 4 to 6 hours a game.
What are you playing?
I'm
being serious,
Majora's Mask.
Okay.
With
So-
the 3D on.
No, 3D's off.
Which do you have an XL? What
Yeah, I have an
old-
XL. That's an XL.
What the fuck is wrong with your battery?
I have no idea, but like
I can definitely game at least
your
6
Wi-Fi on?
hours.
yes.
That might be
Turn that shit off.
contributing.
I don't have that issue.
No? Okay, well, I don't know.
It would still take up less of battery if you're.
It would.
If it was
Yeah,
off, it would
definitely-
take up less
yeah,
for sure,
yeah.
but-
I keep mine on.
I should
Same
definitely,
problem.
definitely get
okay.
at least 6.
Who
I
knows?
should definitely turn that off. Going into Nintendo's menu systems on that is kind of like, why do I have to go through like 5 menus to turn off my Wi-Fi? So I typically don't do it. But I mean, battery is going to be a huge issue. It's going to honestly be their biggest obstacle to overcome because if the tablet doesn't last more than a couple of hours, people are going to throw that shit out so quick. They have to have a long-lasting battery if they're going to push something like this.
If they don't, they'll release a new copy that does.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's you've got, and at launch, like, to me, Nintendo has a huge opportunity here to finally make their mark with a brand new market.
Let's go.
It's mobile gaming combined with console gaming. Honestly, it's fucking genius. It's genius.
Right,
It's
yeah.
absolute genius. And they have a chance to redeem themselves from that last disaster console failure. In my opinion, this is like Nintendo's last shot, really, to stay in the console race.
and they have a good.
They have a really, really good chance of doing that. If they release good first-party games on launch, I will buy a Switch.
Zelda.
So
Hey, I say I'm a Sony fan, but I had a Super Nintendo way before I had a fucking PlayStation 1. So that's...
Yeah.
No, I've always been a Nintendo fan.
Yeah. Well, from what I can read right now, just grazing through this article, like it looks like Nvidia is backing up
That's their
Yeah,
Tegra card, right?
lightweight.
Yeah,
Tegra.
NVIDIA
Tegra.
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 They're like graphics
Tegra.
card.
Okay.
Tegra?
Tegra.
You seem confused as you say it every
I
time.
don't know.
Integra, like the car.
Stop it.
Okay.
Get out.
Go home.
Now we've seen the preview, this video for the Switch, and we know that the Switch is going to be running off cartridges. We at no point did we ever see a disc drive, did we?
Nope.
No, we did not.
Absolutely not.
Well, my question was going to be, do you think Nintendo gets with the times and offers some sort of DVD player, Blu-ray player, anything like that, or do you think it still stays with digital media such as Hulu and Netflix?
I think it's
I
gonna
think
stick.
they'll
I think it's
stay
gonna
with
stick with
that.
digital
Yeah.
download and like streaming.
Disc drive is not needed.
Yeah.
It's absolutely not needed.
It's. I mean, honestly, anymore.
not for that.
There's a surprisingly large market for Blu-rays and 4K Blu-rays still.
There is, but they don't want to compete directly with Sony and Microsoft when they could market a tablet. You know, because a tablet doesn't do that stuff. So if you market it as a tablet that can play your video games on top of it, then it's a completely new market.
If
That's
you're
fair. They might be missing out on some
because
They can.
people,
Oh, yeah.
though.
Yeah.
They might be missing.
They could,
some.
but I doubt it. Every single person has mobile games and plays mobile games on a consistent basis. Even if it's just like a casual scum mobile game, everyone
Solitaire
does it.
to fucking Hearthstone.
Yeah.
I said it right.
Well, my thing with that is if they're gonna go the route of not including a DVD or a Blu-ray player with this and some sort of peripheral or add-on or something like this, maybe later, they need to stick to gaming,
Yes.
and they need to keep releasing games
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
They did a great job on that with the 3DS, so
because they did not do that with the Wii U.
they did not.
But Nintendo's never been big on releasing like entertainment consoles anyway. You know.
True.
Like
Oh
they-
yeah, Jesus
They
Christ!
never. They
no.
never like the Wii couldn't play DVDs or it could.
The
right?
GameCube could.
The
The
GameCube could
GameCube.
play
The
DVDs.
Wii,
Yes.
the Wii can play DVDs.
The Wii can play DVDs.
Yeah, it can. It can play
No, the
DVDs,
Wii can play
but
DVDs. It
it
can play Blu-rays.
It can.
It couldn't play Blu-rays. No.
Yeah.
no.
The first generation Wii.
I don't think the Wii
could
plays
I don't think the Wii
DVDs,
can play
dude.
DVDs.
Yeah, I could.
I
I
think
watched
so.
DVDs.
Ah.
No, my grandma and grandpa have a fucking Wii. No, I'm serious. Like I can
Maybe on the earlier version.
Maybe
there-
like a first gen Wii.
look
Yeah.
it up. Look it up,
Yeah.
Logan.
The
I know you're on
GameCube
it.
had a special
Maybe.
version of it was called like the Q or
Yeah.
something, and it was able to play DVDs, but it was
Weird.
a special edition GameCube that could play DVDs.
But that was like something that they made in a limited run,
yes,
right?
and it was
Okay.
also I'm pretty sure it was only Japanese.
Most
Gotcha.
people have switched over to digital content by now. Most people. I mean, honestly, like I said, they're trying to create a whole new market all their own and be unique. There's honestly no sense in them trying to go after Blu-ray and DVD sales when people would just easily stream that on their tablet and be
but
just as
honest-
happy.
But not everybody streams though. Some people want the physical hardware. I am
Some
sure that they are going to miss out on some sales. Maybe not enough to make it a big deal, but they will miss out on some sales because they are losing it.
I'll give you my physical hardware.
I already have a
I don't want it, Paul. Thank you.
I have 2 Blu-ray players, but guess what? I don't have a tablet. So if I don't have a tablet and I'm in the market for one, why wouldn't I go with the Switch?
Yeah, but some people don't have a Blu-ray player.
Well,
That's a
there-
stretch to
yes.
say you're going to
No,
buy
it's
a
true.
home console
Okay.
for a tablet. If you want a tablet, you're going to
But-
spend $90 to get a tablet. You're not going to drop $300
Well,
yeah,
for a
Uh,
tablet.
but if
Mine
this
is
tablet
like
plays
$80.
Nintendo games, then absolutely
you're buying
I
it.
would.
Oh,
You're
sure,
buying it for
yeah.
a home console. then.
Exactly, but it also functions secondary as a tablet, not as a Blu-ray or a DVD player. Is what I'm
I
getting.
want to
at.
see somebody who buys a $400 tablet for the Nintendo games. 'Cause you're-
I'm doing it,
but you're buying it for the Nintendo games. You're not buying it for the tablet.
Well, yes,
Aha!
exactly. But
What was hilarious the entire time is after I watched the clip, obviously on YouTube and everything, the official clip. Zelda was shown at the beginning.
Yes.
You know, Skyrim was shown during it, NBA 2K, all that bullshit. The entire almost I was scrolling for a while. Almost like 50% of the comments were like, "When's the new Metroid game coming out? When's the new Metroid game coming
Right.
out?" Like everybody wants a new Metroid
it's
game.
obviously all about the games.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I'm
No,
saying
that's
like
what
this
people
is
want.
a general audience's view, and this is how the market at Nintendo sees this console being like.
Yeah.
So and it's a good strategy.
Yeah.
So
I have high hopes. I do have very high hopes.
How much does Nintendo Switch cost?
I'm gonna say at launch,
400.
I was gonna say 350, 350 to 400 would be my guess.
I'd say 4.
It can't cost more than that because
I'm doing 400 to 500.
Mm-hmm.
Like anywhere
Yeah.
in between that.
I would be
Depends
surprised.
on the battery.
Think about it.
Over
You
four.
could pick up an Xbox One for $300.
Now at
Now you
launch, it was.
I'm
Well,
saying-
but that's not the point, though. We're talking about the market now.
No, the market
So-
now. Anything if they go over 350, they're gonna be pushing it. Like that's gonna be a pretty hard sell for.
I'll
some
go with
people.
worth on 350, but only if that's an extra $60 to get an extra controller on the side.
I think it's 300 to 350.
if they bundle,
I'm
like,
with that.
let's say they bundle like 3 games with it. What if they bundle 3 of their launch games with it and charge $450? I would buy it.
There might be a
That's
bundle.
worth it.
That
That's
might be
worth it.
that might be a better deal.
Switch
Zelda
Sports.
edition,
Switch Sports.
Nintendo Switch,
But done.
a
Bought it.
Hyrule
Bought it.
Gold edition
Done,
of
bought it.
Nintendo Switch.
Already bought. Pre-order.
I'd say 3 to 4.
10 out of
3
10
to
IGN.
400.
Yeah, I'd say 400, and they're gonna bundle 2 games with
Did you
it.
chime in with this,
Yeah.
Paul?
So
I like the 3 to 4.
I'm gonna
Somewhere
say,
in that
I'm gonna say 350.
I'll say 300 to 400, Bob.
I guess the other cool news about this is Nintendo kind of finally got their heads out of their ass and started working with like third-party developers.
Ooh, Drew,
Yeah, Drew,
third party
developers.
Oh,
party
skate,
Switch.
skate, skate,
Yeah,
skate,
yeah,
skate,
yeah.
skate, skate, skate.
You're all
skate.
excited. Beat, beat.
So I count. There's an image that was released of all the third-party developers. There's
I want to know.
damn near 50 of them.
50.
And like there's like Capcom,
Oh,
Ubisoft.
dude.
Yeah,
What?
there's a shit ton.
Bethesda.
Yeah, Bethesda. Yeah, there
What?
was a lot
Obviously.
of third-party.
Well, obviously.
developers.
I can run the list.
Do
2K.
it. Do it.
Run the-
Yeah, go
run the
through.
list.
Go through. Let's see how people get hype
This
as we
is
hear
exciting.
companies.
This is a lot of
Paul gets it.
games, so buckle up,
I
kids.
need
or it's a lot
new
of game
pants.
development
These two
companies.
pants.
Give it
I
to
need
me.
new pants.
We
Give it to
have
me.
505 Games, Activision,
Yes.
Arc System Works Limited,
What?
Atlas Company,
Atlas is legit.
What?
Audio Kinetic Inc., Autodesk Inc., Bandai Namco Entertainment, Bethesda,
Yes.
Capcom,
Yes.
Codemasters,
Yes.
CRI Middleware, DENA Co., EA,
Yes.
Epic
Yeah.
Games, Firelight
Epic Games,
Technologies,
yes.
From Software.
Whoa! Let's
Dark
go!
Souls.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Dark Souls. On
Let's go.
Frozen Byte, Game Trust, Grasshopper Manufacturer, Gung Ho Online Entertainment, Hamster Corporation, Havoc,
Yes.
Whoa!
Wow.
Havoc
Still
feels
Havoc.
cool.
Yeah.
Inti Creates Co., Koei Tecmo,
Yo!
Dude,
Oh, that's cool.
Yo!
Tecmo Bowl remastered.
Konami Digital Entertainment Company.
Nah.
we all have this
We
horrible.
fucking hate Konami here.
Level 5, Marvelous,
Ooh.
Maximum Games,
Nice.
Nippon Ichi, Parody Bit, Platinum Games,
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Platinum.
Oh,
Yes.
damn.
Totally
Pay that
down.
3
Yep,
motherfuckers.
Totally down.
Rad Game Tools, Riku Choku, Sega,
Yes.
Silicon
Yes.
Studio Corporation, Spike Chunsoft, Square Enix,
Yes!
Oh,
Whoa! Yes!
Oh my god.
Fuck yes!
Me and Josh got boners.
Oh
So-
my! No, I'm on board.
Starbreeze
speechless.
Studios, Take-Two Interactive,
Yo.
Yeah!
Oh,
Take
Bioshock
yes.
remastered
two.
one.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Telltale Games,
Awesome. Love
Great.
it. Love it.
THQ Nordic,
Nice.
Nice.
Tokyo RPG Factory,
Sure.
Um,
why not?
Sure.
Ubisoft,
Yay.
Okay.
Watch Dogs 2.
I
Yes.
This
Yes.
Inc.
I
Yes.
was there. Yes.
Unity Technologies, Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment,
Nice.
Arkham-
Nice.
Arkham on,
Ark-
on Switch.
Arkham and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
and finally Web Technology Corp.
Dude,
Shadows of Mordor 2 for
EA,
Warner Brothers.
Shadows of Mordor.
EA fucking Mass Effect Andromeda for Switch. I'm so fucking
Probably.
So
Oh,
there's
dude.
48
Oh, that'd be
developers.
so stupid.
That would be awesome.
there's obviously something to this.
That
if
would
there's
be
40,
so
if-
stupid playing Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm sorry. I really geeked out for a second there.
That would be amazing.
So stupid is a good thing. in this.
Stupid is a good thing in this scenario.
There's something to this market if there's 48 developers going to make stuff for
Right.
it.
So I hate to bring it down, but Ubisoft also canceled all their ongoing games for the Wii U after the sales were released.
Yeah, that's true.
So who knows?
It's true.
So I don't
It's
mean
true.
to. Yeah, I'm
He's
just
not
saying.
wrong.
Just saying.
They're probably
It's
like,
not
we're
wrong.
gonna save money and
they're,
go
they're
into
probably
the
gonna release like
Switch.
Rayman or some shit.
We're going on the Switch. Hey, Rayman's a good game.
Rayman is pretty fun.
It is a great game.
Rayman's pretty fun.
Are you
One that
dissing
I
on Vector Man as well?
No, I love Vector Man.
one
that
that
guy
I
will punch you in the face.
Sega.
one that I didn't see on there, but we clearly saw in the trailer was NBA 2K.
Yeah. 2K
Where's
games.
where's 2K
It's
games?
EA.
Didn't you say 2K?
No, it's
No.
not.
No.
2K.
2K's not EA.
No,
No.
no.
My bad. My bad. My
That's-
bad.
Didn't you say 2K?
No.
2K is their
I
own,
thought
is
you
their own
did.
developer.
No, 2K Games was not on the list.
Is 2K owned by another parent
No,
company?
but who did I say Bioshock to? Maybe I said the wrong studio.
Sorry.
Bioshock's 2K Games.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. I
Bioshock
thought
is
you
2K.
said something. I go,
Bioshock-
Bioshock remastered.
Bioshock, Borderlands, that's all 2K. Like,
Yeah.
But real quick, we're like probably overtime right now.
Oh, really?
no, we're too excited about the fucking
I know.
Wii.
we-
That's why I was
we
letting
had
it
good
go.
topics this week.
But real
right?
quick-
I about called it the Wii
Oh,
Switch.
Take-Two. Interactive.
Take-Two Interactive.
Oh, okay,
Two.
that's different
Yeah.
than 2K. Okay,
But
not
they're
bad.
they're the parent company.
Yeah, that's
Shit, okay. Really?
Yes.
Never mind. I just can't remember
works.
studios right now, so never mind.
Okay.
I do have one more quick question, and then if anybody else has anything they want to throw out real quick. So with this being an essential kind of mobile device, essentially it's mobile.
It's like a hybrid device.
Exactly, but you
Yeah.
can take it with you.
Yeah.
It makes it mobile. Is this going to take away from the 3DS sales?
Probably.
Yeah, they'll phase 3DS out.
Yeah.
No,
I don't think
no.
so.
I
I don't
no,
know if
no.
they would phrase it out completely.
That
but it's-
is the most dominating handheld, basically, of all time. The market is too fucking huge. They will never
I think-
phase that out.
I think like the 3DS offers like kind of a more buyer friendly market. Like it's
Budget,
cheap.
budget.
Budget game, budget
friendly
console.
It
console.
fit in your pocket.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know,
they're
Like,
very
yeah.
different experiences. You can play Skyrim, or you can play Pokemon Y. I mean, they're or other.
I mean the
know,
Switch is going to be kind of an upgrade, an add-on to that kind of thing. But it's not going to be someone's first choice for a handheld console.
If I would figure they would make 3DS games backwards compatible, though. I
And
figured
they
that would
already
drive
announced
That
sales.
could be
no backwards compatibility.
Oh, okay,
they already said that.
That
too.
confirms
Switch?
it then.
Switch, yeah. So it's going
For
to
the
be
Switch, yeah.
It's gonna
No
be,
backwards
It's going to be
compatibility.
proprietary games.
No, it's straight up. Yeah.
Nintendo's been really good about that.
Yeah.
In the past,
They
at least
don't,
just
they don't trust the internet.
single
That's the way
generationally.
it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But anyway, not to interrupt.
Hell, they don't even like
but
people uploading their games to YouTube.
The thing about the DS, which I love, is the same thing. Like I hate to bring up the convention because it's coming up. And I'm very excited
2
for
more
it.
weeks.
Our anime convention, which
Yes,
we did a
our
podcast
giant
for last
convention
year.
that we go for. Yeah.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
No, but like one fun thing is just you go there and you fit in your pocket, you just like BS with people. They have Pokemon tournaments that go on,
Mhm.
and that's not something that you could do normally. It's like everybody doesn't have to bring a TV. Everybody doesn't have to bring. And I know this isn't the same defense against the Switch thing
Dark Arts.
because obviously it is mobile. But instead of carrying something this big that you can't fit in your pocket, let alone maybe how big your backpack is.
Pat held his hands out about a foot and a half.
For our audio listeners, right?
Our non-visual audience.
They showcased this device as being tournament ready. They had Splatoon.
Oh yeah, they showed.
Yeah, they showed Splatoon tournament players like bringing their consoles up on stage with them and docking them with the TV.
I'm just saying the DS in general is so like mobile
Yeah.
to the point
It's-
where it's way better. Like, you can fit in the small part of your backpack. You can fit in your
Right.
pocket.
It's convenient to carry where the NX Switch.
I would
might not be.
love to play Pokemon Sun and Moon on a big screen like that. Don't get me wrong, but instead of having to carry that fucker around the entire time and worry about its battery power, guess what? I have my 2DS that lasts for like 3 days, and I can walk
Just do
around
the
with
same
it
thing.
and do the exact same. Yeah, exactly. And guess what? I can still play it on my Switch.
Right.
But I don't have to worry about the battery power. I can just
True.
transfer it over all the way through. Yeah.
One thing I would like to this is just kind of me nitpicking. I would like to see them kind of do away with the whole Nintendo friend code thing. Like,
Yes.
Absolutely.
when are they going to incorporate like Nintendo players going to actually make their own gamer tags?
When they trust the internet, which is never gonna happen.
It's not going to happen. But it's like
You're probably right, Pat.
fucking
No,
like,
Nintendo does not trust the internet.
I know, like
and that's a good reason. But
I understand that Nintendo likes to let Xbox and Microsoft and Sony like do their own. They have their own battle. Like Nintendo kind of likes to stay out of that scenario, I guess. But it's like the friend code thing is just so inconvenient. Like it's not. It's you have to remember like a fucking 20-digit number just to sign in and play with your friends. Like that's bullshit. Like why even bother with that?
It does kind of suck.
Yeah.
They don't care about your happiness.
They clearly do not.
But I mean, if they could do away with that and make
we don't know. Maybe they'll switch it out.
That's what I'm hoping
But I
for.
was saying, yeah.
Yeah,
We
upon-
just
yeah,
found
switch
out
it
about
out.
today. We're all hyped.
Yeah.
So
But that's one thing I would like to see. Do away with the friend code. Let Nintendo players make their own gamer tags.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I did want to touch back on 3DS versus Switch. Yeah,
Switch.
Switch.
The Switch.
Yeah, do
may
that. From now on, I gotta do that.
it may hamper sales, but it's all the same company. Like the end game, they're gonna be rolling in it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No,
yeah, they're
obviously.
gonna be bathing in
Yeah,
money.
but yeah, they won't phase it out.
You don't
I
want
don't
to
think.
cannibalize your own system, but you
Right.
also, you
But they each
That's
fill
what
different
Sony
niches.
did.
exactly.
That's the thing.
That was my point.
They,
at the
they
end.
run a little
Yeah.
closer than like a full home console
Exactly.
of the 3DS
Yeah,
do.
it's not going from a
But-
PS2 to a PS3 where
Yeah,
they made
exactly.
like thousands upon hundreds of thousands of PS2s. So
Yeah, there's definitely different markets for both. I was curious what you guys thought.
The PS2 is the longest running console ever, for a good reason.
it's because they made too many.
Can we all agree then that at least most of, if not all of us, are at least semi excited for this?
I'm excited.
Oh my
I'm
god!
very
So
excited.
which
I am fully erect.
do one?
Do
I'm
one.
good. I
Do
want it.
once.
I want
I will.
it.
I'll
I want it
drop.
hard.
I'll drop for it at lunch.
I want to beat.
I would.
I want to
pre-order.
beat Zelda
I'd
before
drop for
Drew
it.
so hard.
I'd beat.
You can go ahead and beat it as fast as you want. I'm gonna enjoy the experience.
No, I'm gonna enjoy it. No, I'm saying
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna,
savor it.
I'm gonna get
Oh, yeah.
all the heart pieces.
Savor
I'm gonna get all the heart pieces.
you're gonna
I'm
savor
get all
the
that
beat?
shit.
every last.
I'm just gonna beat it
drop.
before you.
I'm gonna
That's
put
my
it right
main
here
goal.
in my flavor saver.
100%. Play the Link.
It depends on the games. If those games that they showed in the trailer are available at launch, I will buy one.
I guarantee you they leave at least one of those games till holiday of next year.
That's
Yeah.
fine, but
Yeah.
if
Push
if,
NBA back,
but not
nobody
Breath of the
fucking
Wild.
cares about
Yeah.
NBA.
if Zelda is not
Nobody cares
available,
about basketball.
if Zelda is not available at launch, I'm not getting it.
If they offer
That's
Zelda
what it is.
and Mario at launch, that
Mhm.
would make me so happy.
What's
That would
Zelda's
that would
coming out
crush.
for the Wii U.
Wii U
when?
as well.
What like?
Probably March as well.
Save your money.
Probably.
I would say they'd release it at the
I-
same time.
Sooner.
That's what they did with Twilight Princess.
They
Because
said
it came
they
out
do-
for Wii and the GameCube.
They
at
said
the
they
same
delayed
time.
it till 2017.
Okay.
I hope they
Yeah.
delay the Zelda to the next Nintendo console.
I'll kill
I
you.
hate-
I'll kill you.
I'll kill you!
You
I'll
don't
kill
like
all of you!
Actually, now that you bring it up, I was wondering that during the trailer. That Mario, not the
Mario
Mario
Kart.
Kart or anything, but that Mario gameplay, was that new?
Yes.
Yes.
It looked
Oh,
totally new.
It's
absolutely.
a,
No,
it's
was
a
that-
new
was that
Mario
new?
adventure game,
Yeah, it was completely.
Which we
new.
And
haven't
they just
had
never
since-
pulled out of. They just pulled
Not
out their
since
ass
Galaxy.
during the,
Galaxy 2.
Galaxy 2. My bad.
Mhm.
Sorry about that.
as an OG, yeah.
Like OG Galaxy 2.
Well, no,
Yeah.
they did the
There's been no
they did
like
the 3D
big
Mario adventure.
They
Like
did
Super Mario 3D Land.
Yeah, that doesn't
That-
count.
that doesn't count.
DS, that's
a-
handheld.
That's a reskin
No,
version
there-
of 64.
There's 3D World and there's 3D Land. 3D Land was DS. 3D World was Wii U.
When you got like the cat suits and shit.
I don't know. I don't have a Wii U, so
I think that was more like a multiplayer, like new Super Mario Brothers type of deal. Like I don't think that was like
Either
an
way, sorry, I didn't mean
official
to just get
Mario
distracted, but-
adventure game.
That-
Anyways,
but I know what you're talking about. Like that footage, I was like, oh,
it's
is that
been
a new
too
Mario
fucking
game?
long.
yes, it's
It's-
a new Mario
It's
adventure
been too
game.
fucking.
I like Zelda
Should've
better
been
than
too
Mario
long.
though. Call me blasphemous. I don't fucking care.
I like Xbox.
I like Xbox too. I like Xbox too. I'm just trying. To,
PC Master Race.
I'm just trying to pretend I know.
I just came.
All right. Well,
Oh god.
I think that probably about wraps it up for the week.
Anything else?
Don't you think?
I guess the Division has some major patch coming out, which I'm gonna check out because eventually
Yeah.
I'm gonna play all that DLC someday. So I'm just curious.
Hey guys,
segue.
real quick, I got so mad at ESO this week that I actually reinstalled Rocket League.
Are you
Are you
kidding?
serious?
Yes.
You're like an abused spouse.
I was
Oh, that's
Rocket
funny.
League made me so angry that I deleted it and bought ESO, and now ESO has made me so angry that I turn around and
So just play
Rocket
Skyrim.
Oh god. Yeah,
So,
Skyrim next
it's
week.
not
Skyrim.
Yeah.
It was
Jizzing
me,
on
baby.
controller.
It's not you.
You know
But-
what? I think when you game, you need to hate yourself less. Like you need to pick something that you can actually have fun with.
He's too nihilistic for that. He
I
can't
know.
stop.
Fair.
He can't stop.
I've tried having fun.
Everything
when I
dies.
play video games,
Let me-
it just doesn't work.
Let me lend you this game. It's called Ninja Gaiden.
Don't do that.
No.
Gaiden.
Gaiden?
Ninja Gaiden.
Play
Ninja
Kingdom
Gaiden.
Hearts.
When he
Play
plays it,
Kingdom
it'll be
Hearts. Why would you not play Kingdom Hearts?
I'm
It's a
waiting
feel-good
until
game and
Kingdom
it's
Hearts
just
3
fun.
release date. Kingdom Hearts 3 release date. I start from the
No,
beginning
just start
and
playing.
go all the way through.
Start
No.
playing, and then
No.
you're good to go.
No, fuck you. I want ESO back.
Is this how we're ending number 50?
Play
It might come
Skyrim.
back. No.
I think
Anyway,
it's
Josh.
over. Yep.
Streaming Josh. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. You know, as always, be sure to follow us on all of our social media pages.
I'm not wrapping it up.
Whoa, that's creepy. Facebook, Instagram.
And Josh is dead.
And that's how you get herpes, ladies and gentlemen.
Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube at Friendly Fire Gaming.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Tell your
Snapchat,
dog.
Instagram,
Snapchat, Instagram, all that good stuff.
iTunes,
iTunes and SoundCloud
on
especially.
Shenanigans. Who's
Maybe-
speaking right now?
Huh? What? I am speaking. Yeah.
said who?
Who?
Oh, who is speaking right
Because
now?
we actually haven't said who's here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we
shit,
have.
we didn't do
We
that.
never
actually.
said that. Yeah.
Yeah, we never did
we didn't
that.
do it last week
I've been
either.
waiting this entire time.
Why
to
didn't
actually
somebody
do
say
that.
something?
Because
Pat,
it was a joke.
Because I came
you
late.
are fucking up.
I know.
I blame you.
And you showed
No,
up
I
late,
wanted to
too.
do it.
I blame Pat for this.
So I
No,
figured
I
you
did
said
it.
names.
So anyway, closing it out. This is Nate.
Patrick.
Oh, we're going fucking backwards.
Go
Yes,
backwards.
yeah, that's why I was.
I'm your podcast god, Logan.
I'm Drew.
Josh was here. And our special guest.
And I'm Paul.
And
Wow.
Sean left too. So
Oh, Sean was here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sean was here.
I wanted to go last. That's why I switched things up on you.
there you go.
I'm a guest.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know.
Special
Guest
guest
of honor.
Paul.
Yeah.
Nintendo Switch.
I'll be
fever.
I'll be around more. I'll stalk in every now and
Oh,
then.
yeah.
Xbox One, down with the sickness. All right, guys. Bye.
Get hyped.
See you next week.
Bye.
So,